We're live here at the Station of Decapitation without your head. I'm Nasty Neal, and I'm joined by Thomas Lorber, actor, stuntman, director, fight coordinator, and more. It's good to have you here.
Thanks for having me, Nasty Neal. Love the turkey on your head.
Yeah, and I have it specifically for you. I don't wear it every week.
Well, you gotta be careful because I might have an axe somewhere.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's probably the wrong person to wear it for. So, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so I thought this was cool timing. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, not just Thanksgiving. But to open the show, Eli Roth's Thanksgiving. How did you get involved?
Oh, it's funny. So it's thanks to our stunt coordinator Dan Skeen, who I worked with in the past on like Violent Night, Nobody. I think it was like mainly the two big one that I did with him. And then he called me first to be like an ND guy, like a stunt guy for the mall sequence. So we shot that as well. Did like plenty of like crazy stuff. That was actually like my best day on set like forever, because he was like giving us like free card to do like whatever like we want to do, like in that mall. And it's like you always see like those Black Friday, you're always like, let's go. You could imagine like all the crazy stuff that are happening and what you could do. And then they were like, no, actually try to do everything. So that was a lot of fun. And then he called me after. Basically, I started later after like they were shooting a part, and then they wanted to do more action, shoot some stuff for the trailer. And then so they brought me in to shoot second unit, and then also some unit with Eli and some additional photography to bring more mayhem. So it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, working with Dan is great, and Eli Roth is like a master, So it was like a great pleasure to work with those filmmakers and see how they do stuff.
Was when you're wearing a mask, is that any more difficult to do like the fight scenes? I don't know if does that block your vision at all?
Oh yeah. Yeah, without a doubt. It's funny because sometimes it's either the costume is very heavy, or sometime on this one, for example, the costume, I was like, oh, that's great. And then they put the mask on and you're like, you just see that and you're like, okay, now let's, like the game begins now to try to understand and see what you can do with the visibility, and at the same time be aware of the surrounding, the crew around you. The depth of field is like pretty weird because of that. So you have to adjust to it. And obviously because it's a horror movie, everything is like pretty dark. So you gotta be careful of where you're stepping, and so it's a lot of stuff that you're trying to, rehearse on the day, or at least have like a mental, like walk through first before doing the scene, just to see where you're gonna go, what you're gonna do, what move. And it's part of the preparation that at least I like to do as a stunt performer.
Honestly, how do you get involved in being a stunt like performer? Like, did you have a fighting background? Like,
so long ago. So I'm from France. I
thought you were French Canadian since you're Montreal, but you're actually from France.
Yeah. So I started karate when I was a kid, and then I was competing for about 10 years. Ended up being national champion in France. And then I was doing like a 9-to-5 job after my diplomas, and I always wanted to be a stuntman. But in France, the industry is a bit different. Now it's, let's say, like they have more bigger movie coming in, also with Netflix. But when I was younger, Netflix wasn't around, and like it was just like those like French TV shows that don't really, give you a lot of opportunities, especially when you're younger. And then so I came to Canada for vacation, and then I met some stunt guys there, and then I started to train with them, and I realized that wow, they were actually working on big movies at the time. I think it was like Pacific Rim, the people
Oh wow.
that I met, and then I started to play with them, like do like like fights and stuff, and I loved it. And then because of my background now, I felt like pretty, let's say, it was like pretty easy for me to pick up choreo and to understand how to modify my technique to sell it on camera. So that was a big asset. And then I came back to France, I quit my job, and I was like, okay, that's it. I want to be a stuntman. I'm gonna just fully focus and train. And then I applied to get a visa to go to Canada. And as soon as I got it, I moved to Canada with just my bag.
Terrible Troy has joined us now here.
How we doing?
Yeah.
Good. How are you?
Excellent, thanks.
Yeah, Thomas is just telling us how he, is kickboxing fighting, and then transitioned into becoming a stuntman.
Yeah.
Nice.
Any injuries since you became a stunt performer in a fight?
Well, yeah, obviously, like it's funny. It's always the question that people ask, let's say like, it's also like, how many injuries did I dodged?
That's a better way to look at it. Yeah.
How many did you avoid? Right.
Like, because you always try to make sure that you get ready, but the risk is always there. You never know. Like sometimes, like you could twist an ankle easily, or sometimes you're gonna go through a wall and you're gonna be okay, but the risk is always there. So we try to mitigate the risk as much as possible, but sometimes it happens. I think my last injury was actually on my last day on Frankenstein. Yeah, on the impact, my foot just broke. It happens. It wasn't like a failure of like the system or anything. It's just that like it was like 8 months of shooting. Obviously, like I was like pretty tired too, and then like my foot hit like at a spot. It's when he threw me like through the bedroom, I think.
That just looks so crazy anyway.
Yeah,
like
that
one.
Well, yeah, at least you have that. You might have broke the foot, but it looks cool in the movie.
Yeah, and that was my last day.
Impressive.
That was my last day on set anyway. So I was like, wow. And they were like, okay, that's great. Moving on. And I started to walk, and then I was like, I was still on, like with the adrenaline. I was like, I'm okay. And then I looked at monitor. Everybody were like so happy about it. And then I was like, okay, great. And I started to walk forward, and I was like, oh, okay, I can't put weight on my foot. Yeah. And then we called the medic, and they were like, okay, I think you broke your foot. I was like, oh, well, that's my last day anyway. And then they were like, no, you don't understand. You should go to the hospital right now. And I was like, well, what are they gonna tell me? It's broken? What do you want to do? It's like, if it's broken, it's broken. And they were like, no, you got to go and not move your foot at all, because you could have like risk for the rest of your life. But I was like, but it's my last day. I would just want to be there, also because my friends were also doing some stunts that day. So I wanted to be there for them too, And they were like, no, you're going to the hospital right now. I was like, okay. So I went to the hospital. They put a cast on, and then they were like, okay, you want to go home? And I was like, no, just bring me back on set. I just want to, be there for everyone. And then so I showed up on set with my cast and my crutches, and they were like, what are you doing here? Just go home. And then I was like, I just want to, be there for the team. And it's also that, it's like sometimes we put like so much risk that you always want to be there also for your peers, because they were there for me, obviously.
Yeah.
So that was my last injury.
How long of a recovery is that?
I will say between 3 to 6 months, but it took me like at least like 6 months to get back to my full level. Mm-hmm. I started to work, a bit earlier, and then people were like, hey, are you fine? Are you good? And then because everybody knew, obviously. And they were like, okay, can you do this or that? And I was like, yeah, I can. And then in my head, I was like, well, actually, I'm going to try and see, because like you never test it. It's like, yeah, I could jump, I could flip. I started to slowly do like some flips, but then it's like, can I take an impact again on my foot or not? And the first few days I was like, yeah, it's fine. Took some impact, went home, put some ice on it, and I was like, okay. Next few days I was limping a bit, and I was like, okay, we'll see. And then next job, they were asking me again. I was like, yeah, sure, same thing. And then at some point, like now, I don't even think about it, and that means that I'm fully recovered. But I think to not think about it took me like 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I saw, some of your pictures from Frankenstein. Were you guys really like in the snow? Was it actually really cold? Because some of those photos looked like it was very cold.
Let me tell you, it was in Canada anyway. So, winter are pretty crazy. This winter wasn't the worst, I would say. And it's funny because they were planning on shooting in Toronto, like most of it. And then at some point they were like, well, we have no snow. And then like every winter we have so much snow. So they were like, okay, we got to go up north. So we went up north. We had like a ton of snow. We were like on a frozen lake for a bunch of scenes. And then when we came back, it was started to snow. And because we were by the Lake Ontario, the Netflix studios are very close to the water. And I don't know if you saw some photos of the ship, but they built it on the parking lot because like there is no like studio big enough to get that ship in, Hello, Tara.
Tara's joined us. Tara Hutchinson.
Hello, Thomas. Hello, Troy. Hello, Neal.
Good to see you. Yeah, so we're talking about right now, Thomas. They built the ship for Frankenstein up in Canada, and was it in the snow and the ice there?
Yeah, and then so basically we like it started to snow like crazy. So we had a lot of snow, and they were added also like some fake snow for like some shots. And they had like this massive iceberg that they created as well. It was pretty intense, but it looked like we were like in Antarctica when we were doing it, which was so good, for performers to feel that. Obviously there is like some additional blue screens around to elevate the picture, I would say. But like when you're on a Guillermo movie, you just want to have the whole movie in front of him, so that's beautiful.
So
we have
amazing too, just that whole once a ship gets in there and stuff, it's just so crazy.
Yeah, and then we could move the ship, like the ship was on a gimbal. So when we were, because I was shooting also all the previs, so the stunt previs, when we create all the action, I was in charge of shooting like every fights or every sequence. And then we were editing it, we were testing all the wire gags, and then we were sending it to Guillermo. He had some notes who were redoing it until it was perfect. And then so it's great because what we created, also based on his storyboards and what we conceptualized in terms of wire gags with our stunt coordinator, Eli Zagudakis. Like most of it is on screen, and it's like almost the same shot and all the same thing. So it's like it's great to see that, and it was fun to be on that boat and try the boat even before shooting. And we were testing it out. Okay, what degree we could, push it, and we had like a bunch of stunt performers like doing falls, and we're like making it like tip to one side and then to the other side and stuff like that. And then we're like testing it out. It was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was Troy and I went to see it in the theater. I know it's on Netflix now, but it was amazing to see, on the big screen.
On the big screen, it's
IMAX,
blows your mind.
Yeah. Every frame is a painting, I would say.
Now, are you a horror movie fan? Like, so like, is that a big deal for you to be, in a Frankenstein movie?
I mean, Frankenstein, like everybody knows Frankenstein. So
Sure, yeah, yeah. That
Frankenstein,
transcends horror.
Dracula,
Yeah.
all those, let's say legendary stories, or like I wouldn't say no to be part of anything. I didn't grow up with horror. I was more like into like Hong Kong cinema or like martial arts. But I got to, let's say, like it more the more I grew up, I would say.
Mhm.
I was too scared when I was it's funny, I was scared of horror. I remember like one thing that scared the most when I was a kid was seeing signs.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
even though it's like, like when you look at it now and you're like, yeah, okay. But I was like, well, it's real. I thought it was like real found footage. I was like, oh, and I remember I was like in my parents' bedroom. They had a small TV, and they weren't there, and I knew like it was, the movie was passing on the cable, and I just watched it, and I was like that close to the TV, and then as soon as I saw like the first alien, I just stopped and I went to bed, and I was like, oh my god, yeah. So, but yeah, I like going to movies and see horror, but I'm not very like an encyclopedia of horror, I would say.
Yeah, that's we won't quiz you here.
Okay, good.
So, your own stuff. We're gonna go back and forth. We'll talk about, well, they're all Euro movies, but you're also a director. So you've directed some short films, and you have a new one out, which we'll play the trailer at the end of the interview. But
Awesome.
Legend Has It is your newest one that's gonna start playing festivals. If you want to give people an idea of what that's about.
Yeah, so I'm very into. It's funny because I do horror as a stuntman, but I'm very into action comedy. This one was for me a way to mix a bit of like French culture and French comedy in an action movie, like an American action movie. I wanted to bring up some of my roots and the style of comedy that we have in France. And then so it's about a male stripper that goes to a hotel room and basically goes to a wrong hotel room because of like some misunderstanding, and then he ends up like in a room full of like a mafia group with one guy that is attached to a chair, and they're waiting for a hitman to come and torture the guy. And then so the male stripper shows up, and then he realized that there is his customer in front of him. So then he starts to strip, and then everything turns to shit, basically. It's very, very funny. We did like, some very intense fight choreo because my lead actor John Core, who's like known for like Shadowhunters, he was on the Flash TV show as one of the superheroes, and he's great with like film fighting, and he was great for the role. And I've been, I know him for a long time now, and I trained with him. So when I offered the role to him and I talked to him about it, and he was like, I'm on it, like let's go like full out. So we went to get a dance choreographer to get him like also on top of the fight to be very good in dancing. And also like the way I create action, I create moments, and I'm very into music, a bit like Edgar Wright style. So for this, I wanted him to be also on point on the beat and everything. So yeah, we did something very, very. I'm pretty proud of it. And now, obviously, we're in the festival circuit. I will announce it like probably in a week or two, but we have a major festival that we're gonna go to that I'm not allowed to say now. So stay tuned. But yeah, it is a lot of fun. It is good to be able to bring some project from scratch to life, and now we're developing the feature film. So that's good. I'm pretty happy also to do my own project,
congratulations. That's exciting too to hopefully get the feature together.
Mm-hmm.
And have you done festivals with your previous shorts?
Yeah, so we won the audience award with Beat It 2022, I think, or 2023, which was a coming of age movie about a teenager who's a fan of music and dance as well. It's funny, like I'm always putting some music and dance in it, and basically gets bullied at school, and then basically finds the power to fight back through dance and music. So he has his playlist, like that his dream playlist that he would put when he would fight back, and then finally find the courage to fight back, and it's all like based on like music. So he's like dancing but fighting at the same time. Dance is kind of his superpower, you know. So we did that. Yeah, like we won like maybe like, yeah, I don't even know how many festivals we won, but we had like a good run with this one. And then me and Naomi Fournette, a friend of mine, we directed short film that is also still in festival, where we had like 12 win, I think, for now.
Nice.
It's called Pizza Hunt, and it's like a murder mystery comedy where everything turns to shit again.
The common theme here.
Yeah.
Yeah, murder mystery based on like kind of an escape game. But yeah, I can't really talk too much about it because it's still in the run.
Okay.
And I don't want to spoil it too much, but a lot of fun projects around. And I have like another one that I want to do that I'm developing right now, based on the Canadian, like the Canadian heritage, a bit, you know, story during the conflict between France and England when they were trying to acquire new territories. I wanna try to go and pay homage to also First Nations and Canada, because it's now my home, you know, and bring like some survival, like kind of the Revenant style with like some
Nice.
gore, something totally different than action comedy. But yeah, I'm developing that at the same time, which is fun. Trying to find the time to do it all of that.
Yeah, Jamie Hill, actor's friend of ours in Canada. She says, hi, Troy. Hi, Thomas. She said hi, Tara, earlier. Do you like Canada?
I love Canada. I'm now a Canadian citizen, so
Oh, very nice.
yeah, I'm very proud of it. I've been here for almost 10 years now,
Okay.
and no, I love it. It's my family is still in France. They always try to get me back there, and it's always hard for me to, you know, get out more than 2 weeks because I miss home. You know, I miss Canada. So yeah, I love it. And then I lived in Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver. I just finished a movie in Winnipeg. So traveling a lot in Canada, which I love.
Nice.
I have a question for you, Thomas.
Go ahead.
How does French Canadian language differ from the language in France?
I would say it's like the slang is different. Obviously, the accent is different, but you could find that between like North America and England, you know, and you know, people understand each other. It's just that here, I would say the French Canadian, the French, their language is more based also with an English accent. So for French speakers from France, usually like it takes some time to get used to it. Also, we're so bad in English in France that like, and we're not even trying, you know, so we're pretty terrible for that. So yeah, I would say it's like you gotta get used to it, but it's more the slang, and because the culture is different, a lot of words or expression are based on the English vocabulary or English sentences, while in France it's based on, let's say, our Latin side, I would say.
I have another question.
Go ahead. Second.
So, like in France, it's like the founder of like ballet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of French performers I've seen are really good at stunt work, like you. So, how would you say, if you have it, dance experience contributes to your stunt work in movies?
I would say that French performers mostly come from live shows. Everybody do live shows in France. That could be like in amusement park. That could be like big tours, musicals, and it's a big thing in France. A bit less, I would say, in the US because it's very detached between Broadway and Hollywood, I would say. So a lot of very good stand performer come from live show, and you need to have some basis in dancing or acrobatics, but there is always like also the 8 counts and being on the rhythm and finding a flow and playing for a live audience that has to show you how to move bigger and express yourself in a different way. That I think it's a great strength. And I think that's what helped me when I moved to North America. And I would say that it's the difference between here and there, and that's why there is a lot of like French performers, even actors who are very good and physical, because they all come from stages. Yeah, does it answer the question?
I would think that
Thank
might
you.
that's a good question, Terry, because I would think that would also help with the fight coordinating.
Oh
You
yeah,
like
Yeah.
help people like think of it as kind of a dance because it's
yeah. And
partners.
for me, because I have like I come from karate, and I taught karate, and then so I always get back to the way I got taught, and also the way I teach. Try to understand the move and try to understand the flow of a person, and always never try to break the flow, because a move is a move, but we don't really care about the specific move. At least I don't, as a fight coordinator. It's more the flow and what you see in picture. Sometimes you think something is pretty cool, but it doesn't look great. Or sometimes it just cuts the flow and you're like, okay, well, yeah, you made that great 20 beat choreography, but on this shot, they want to stay 1 second. And then so if you create something pretty big, not for the shot, sometimes it won't apply. So it's like trying to find also the flow of the camera and trying to find something that will marry to it. So I'm always trying to get that, and it's a bit like the same in dance, where it's all about the rhythm and then like the energy, and you never want to break that energy. Or sometimes it's intentional that you want to break it, but it's always like finding like a purpose for every move or every section, I would say.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
When you do like stunt doubling, or like even in Thanksgiving where there's like multiple people playing John Carver for different things, do you do all the performers like try to match like movements at all, like so like there's a similarity between them?
So I think we create a baseline by looking at each other, or sometimes we talk. I remember we had like few days where I was with Alex and Brewster, the other John Carver performer, and we were in different units, and we were in separate rooms in the same house. And I was like, "Hey, Alex, when you were doing this, like how did you start the scene, or how you were doing it?" And then sometimes he would ask me the same thing, but at the same time, so yes, we were like communicating to have, let's say, a baseline, but then it was important to move a certain way or sometimes a different way, so the audience doesn't know who's playing what, or it doesn't look like someone, because you learn at the end that John Carver um, is the cop, so you don't want to give it away by
Right.
moving exactly like the actor.
Oh.
Yeah, so and yeah, so it's always a game. At the same time, as a double, or great stunt double, I would say, are very good at mimicking actors. And then when
I guess you'd have to be really.
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think for me that's why I love doubling, and I think I'm good at it for also that reason. Is like I'm really good at, and thanks to karate, like my sensei used to show me the choreo, like we're doing like some kata or choreo, and he was like, okay, he's gonna show it once and then you gotta do it. And then so you gotta be ultra focused and just learn the choreo just by seeing it once. And then in film, it was kind of the same thing. Sometimes you're in a rush, someone's gonna show it once or twice, and then you gotta be like, okay, you're ready, let's go. And then so for me, it's the same when I see an actor move or talk, or even when I read the script, I'm like, okay, how he would do that. And sometimes it's good to be on scenes with the actor. For example, Oscar Isaac on Frankenstein. Sometimes I was going on set just to look look at him and the way he was acting and the way he was, interpreting a scene, just to understand it and try to make the right decision that he would potentially make, or suggest something that maybe he's gonna like. Because it happens sometimes that I'm doing the blocking and then he's like, it's funny, it happened once. He didn't make the movie, but because there's so many things that we also shot that, obviously you have to cut the movie and trim it for the flow of it. But there is a scene where, like Harlander when he dies. I don't know. Yeah, have you watched
Oh
it?
yeah, huge Highlander fan. So
When Harlander dies, basically after we see next time we see him, he's like in that ice chamber. But we shot Victor holding the body, putting it there, and blah blah blah. He didn't make the movie because at the same time, like, you understand it and you don't need to show it.
Oh,
But we
yeah.
still did it, and then so I did the first shot, a big wide, and then we were like, okay, let's just shoot the first one with Thomas and see how it goes. And then Oscar was with Guillermo by the monitor, and then he was like, okay, well, I would have done exactly like the way he did. He has my walk. And well, and I went to see them and I was like, well, I'm trying, I'm trying to look like Victor. And then Guillermo was like, yes. And then they say, well, we don't need to do one. Like, he just did it and he looks exactly like me. And I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
oh, okay. And I was like, all right, move on. And then we moved on. And so for me, even if it wasn't a stunt, it's like I take it very seriously because
Oh, yeah.
it's very important. And also to gain the trust of your actor. The more he trusts you, or the way you think, the more he will let you do things, and also he will listen to you when you have some specific notes to tell for safety purposes or like during action. So it is very important to create that.
And I've got to imagine in that it'd be even trickier because you've got him like pre-prosthetic leg and then after he gets the prosthetic leg.
Yeah.
So you've got to kind of get them both down then.
Yeah, and also, like we never shoot in order. It's like,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
sometimes you shoot something from the past, from Victor's past, and sometimes we started with the ship, for example.
Okay.
So yeah, you got to think about that. Obviously I had the script and we were there all the time, so I knew exactly what was happening. But yes, something funny too. It's like we shot. When the creature is holding the dynamite and he's like run and he explode, and then I'm up the hill and then I fall, and then you see like at the end like the leg is like fully
mangled,
fucked. And then the rescue team from the boat will arrive after. Well, we shot that scene, and they shot all the scene with Oscar on the floor, with the rescue team and everything earlier. So then I had to fall from the hill, tumble, 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 and land exactly in the same position. And then I was like, oh my God, okay, how, it's because you just throw yourself and it's like pretty downhill. The snow
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
really stop you. And then it was like a wooden structure. And then they put like a snow blanket and then they put snow on top. But because of that, and it was cold, it was like very icy and slippery. So it was like trying to find the proper, timing for me to actually make it look realistic. Also, I couldn't really push because I'm supposed to have a fake leg. So, you can push a bit on it, but not that much. And then to land exactly the way he was landing. Yeah, but it goes so
That's
fast.
gotta be tricky.
Yeah, but I mean, we did it. We did it work, and we made it work, and everybody were happy. But it's just things that you have to also know. Nobody really told me, okay, he's landing this way. You gotta learn it and keep it in track. You could obviously ask for it, but I'm always trying to understand the way he would land or try to, marry it, I would say.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's professional there.
Big time.
Trying to. Not every time, but sometimes.
A question about, you talked about how you went from fighting to stunt coordinating and stunt acting. How about directing? Did you have any background on that, or is that something like you kind of learned while you're on sets with other movies?
Yeah, no, I think no, I never really had that thought when I was younger. For me, it was all about performing, being an action star. But even like, I realized quickly that I didn't want to be a star. I love fighting. I love like doing some stunts, but I really liked stunts more than a lot of my friends are like, oh, why are you not like an actor? You can do your move. You can do like, and I'm like, yeah, it's stressful. Just even like giving lines and everything. I was like, oh my God, it's like I would rather crash through that table than I mean, giving like, yeah, it's sometimes like you never know. It's like yeah, whatever. But I felt that I was more comfortable even behind the camera making action and creating. And then I realized that the more time I was spending on set, the more I loved about every department. And I'm always the guy who's like, if I see someone who needs some help like from every department, I'm always trying to help because I love the craft making, and like being part of the crew. And then that's when I starting to realize that I wanted to move more into telling stories, and that's what I really enjoyed. And then now I'm more like I wanted to move into directing, and the more I start to shoot sequences for action, I was like, I want to do more than just action. Now I want to go deeper in characters and
Nice.
not only do stunts. And I don't want so and sometimes it is tricky, I would say, because you see a lot of great stunt coordinator becoming great action director and then directors. But at the same time, I don't want to be like, oh, look at this stunt guys who's trying to direct, because we have that, I don't know, that look about like, okay, he's just a stunt guy. He doesn't know anything about acting or the storytelling, etc. So I try to always, try to dissociate myself a bit sometimes and try to even direct non-action stories, because it's also a good path to learn new things. And it's all about for me it's all about emotion. And that's why, like, when I was saying like I don't really care about the moves are here to tell the story. And as long as the story is good, like, I'm happy with the move. But yeah, I would love to do more than just action, I would say.
Yeah, well, you're doing comedy, and so I'm
I know,
excited to
that's
watch
pretty
a
great.
lot of your shorts. Yeah,
And I'm loving it. And like being on set directing, that's where I really think I thrive. And then every time I do it, I'm like, even more than stunts, I'm just on set and I'm like, oh my God, it's just, I want to do that for the rest of my life. There's
Aw.
not a day where I'm
great.
like, oh, sometimes it's very tough, especially independent movies, where you do everything a bit. And then I'm producing, so it's also a lot of questions from everyone, and then you put a lot of your money in it, so you have also that stress about it.
Mhm.
But it's so gratifying when you see everybody going the same direction and trying to make a story. And yeah, I'm loving it. It's hard to disconnect sometimes. I'm always on. But it's a good thing, I would say.
I know you have. Oh, go on, Tara, because I know Thomas doesn't have too much time.
Oh,
But
I was
ask your question. Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry if this is an irrelevant question, but I'm very curious. You said you liked Hong Kong films. Which one is your favorite?
Oh, um, I mean, I love John Woo. I mean, I think all his movies are great. Um, yeah, it is. Also, all the Jackie's movie are great too. A Police Story are, I think, a
Yes.
classic. It's yeah, it's very hard to even like the letterbox thing, like pick your four movies.
Right. Right.
I'm so bad at that because it's very hard for me to choose because there were so
Yeah.
many great movies. Um,
Yeah,
and it's my
sometimes it just
era,
depends on your mood at the time.
Those movies were my favorite movies as a kid, like Police Story, Project A,
Mhm.
Operation Condor.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what made me want to get into movies was
Mhm.
literally those movies because, like you were saying, the choreography,
Yeah.
and it is almost like a dance
Mhm.
when they're doing all of it. And that's one thing I really enjoy about your stunt work is it feels like that.
Mhm.
Like it feels like I'm watching some like a Hong Kong movie where it's so smooth and it's so I don't know, it just feels so good when you watch it.
Mhm.
And I think that's cool you're a fan of that stuff too, because I
Yeah,
love
well,
people
yeah, I think you gotta learn the masters, It's like you gotta learn from every style, and then every I would say even every country has different cultures and they have their best craft, and it's good to learn different ways because sometimes you could get stuck easily to one thing. And then for real, I've been trying to change my mindset for the past few years because when I moved to Canada, I was like trying to very hard to fit in, to lose my accent, try to be like very into like I'm trying to be Canadian and trying to you know not talk too much about like, oh, I'm the French guy, but to be more with in on the same culture level. And then so because of that, you try to fit in, right? And then so the American style of cinema was a very big influence for me. But then at some point I was like thinking about also my past, and then the French comedy for me, it's like it's the best. It's the best, the one that I prefer. And then it's only when I go back to France for Christmas that my brother is like showing me like either new movies or we're watching like like old French comedy movies. And then so now I'm trying to blend in. I'm gonna blend my two, let's say, two cultures. And then same thing with Hong Kong cinema. I grew up in France, loving martial arts, watching martial art movie every weekend. And then so it's a bit of that too when you're trying to find some stuff here and stuff there, and then making your own style with like different genres, you know.
Hmm.
So
What are your favorite French comedies?
yeah, see, it's so hard. I would say, oh my god, Le Dîner de Con is a very funny one. Tais-toi. It's like shut up. It's about a guy who like he's with Gérard Depardieu. He's like
Okay, sure, yeah.
he's like very, let's say, what do you say, like he's not dumb, but he's like very like light-minded. How do you call it? And he talks.
It's a very
all the
nice way of saying dumb, I think. But
and he talks all the time, and like he never gets stuff, and he's like, oh, everybody's so annoyed with him. But he's so strong that everybody like pick up fight with him, and he just punch them, and they just KO'd. And then he always get in like those crazy situation. All the old Pierre Richard movie are so good too. There is so many good movies, guys. Les Visiteurs, do you know Les Visiteurs? The
No.
Visitors. About two guys from medieval era who they try to save their king, and because their king gets killed, and then so they go see the wizard, and then they gave him a magic potion to just go back in time, but he forgot
Nice.
one ingredient, so they go, and instead of going in the past, they go to modern age, but they're like from middle age, so it's like it's so raunchy, and then like for them it's like they see like crazy stuff everywhere, but the way they talk to people is so harsh. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, those are good classics. But there is tons. There, like I think in France we do so many comedies. Like there is like it's because every action is a comedy movie. Most of the things that are selling is either like big drama or comedy. We don't really do big blockbusters, but we do a lot of comedy. So, yeah.
I mean, aren't the French really good at miming too?
Yeah. Well, and I think it's based on theater and circus, and a lot of circus artists in France too. So that's why, like the physical comedy for me, I love it, and they're so good at it. That or it's also maybe I watched so many movies when I was a kid where the physical aspect was so important, even in the comedy aspect, that it's part of, I would say, my style now, and it's funny because sometimes like I have some weird ideas and I'm always pitching it, and it's like, if it's funny, just tell me, but I have to get it out of me, guys, because I'm offering it. Maybe the director's gonna like it. Who knows? It's too much. It's better
that give it a shot anyway, right?
Yeah. So, yeah. You never know.
Yeah, in my head, like you think action and comedy is like a weird combination, but I guess it does work in a lot of these movies. Now that you mentioned.
Oh yeah.
Well, even look at all the 87 North movie with even like Fall Guy has some comedy in it.
Oh yeah,
had
the
some
movie
comedy.
version. Yeah.
Nobody had some comedy in it. Deadpool, there is some comedy aspects in it. Yeah. Look at even Hobbs and Shaw, like all the 87 North. I think they're very good with action comedy because they bring some cool aspects, but some very funny moments in it. That it doesn't look exactly like a pure comedy where you just like nothing makes sense or.
Oh yeah. Well,
another one I love is Taxi. I don't know if you saw Taxi, French movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have.
I've not seen it
because they try to do an American version, but it's different because people. It's just different. I don't know why.
But even like the new Running Man's a good blend of like some comedy.
I loved it.
Yeah, me too. Wow. I thought it was tremendous.
I don't understand why people didn't go to see it that much for now.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Both Troy and I, Troy and I went to see it. We loved it. I love the original.
I'd go see it again right now.
Yeah, I love the Arnold movie, and I love the book, and this is much closer to the novel.
Yeah. Glenn
changed
Powell,
in just a little bit, but kept the.
he's very good at it too.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite movies of the year.
The movie Hitman as well with Glenn Powell.
Oh yeah, yep.
Action comedy, it's like, he's very good. I like his style. Yeah, if you want to be in one of my movie one day, why not?
I'm down with that.
It will happen.
Knock on wood.
Where can people, see what you're up to online? Where can they follow you?
They can follow me on Instagram mostly, because like the other stuff I don't really go to. Thomas_Lorber. And also I have my production company. They can follow also the work of my film on it. It's Underdog Pictures. Mostly that. I'm trying to be better with social media, because
especially if you're if you start making, you got your own shorts and things.
I know
you do have to get that out there.
Yeah, it's tricky. I'm always like, even when I'm on big movies, like the stunts are never really allowed, or you never really try to push for social media. Now it's getting better, but some productions still don't like that. Mm-hmm. So we try to always like respect it and not take like videos or not be on your phone, and respect that. But at the same time, it's our way to. I get hired because people see what I did on the previous movie through Instagram, and then they're like, "Oh, Thomas did that. I remember. Oh yeah, I'll call him." And then so it is now. It's like I'm self-promoting myself, because stunts, we don't have agents like actors do. So we're not submitting ourselves to anything. It's like we get called. So social media is a good platform for that, like Instagram especially. But I got to be better at it.
Right.
Be better.
Yeah. And I did want to say, like, obviously you're a young guy now, but doing stunts over time can wear on your body. So
don't worry.
Directing is a good thing, for the future.
Even if you say that I'm young, I still hurt everywhere.
I also do a pro wrestling podcast, and there's a lot of similarities between wrestlers and stuntmen, where both of them say it's not usually like one big thing that you get hurt. It's the constant bumps.
Yeah. When was it? Yesterday, I was like in a medieval movie where we had like chainmail all day. And then like real chainmail, and it's so heavy, and then we're swinging swords, etc. And you're like, at the end of the day, like I still feel it in my neck, my shoulder hurts, and it was just one day, and then sometimes you do a movie and then you're in a chainmail for 4 months.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta always stay on top of that, and stay in shape, but at the same time with a weird schedule, sometimes it might be hard. So we try to always find a good balance to stay on top of it, staying on top of injuries.
Yeah.
The directing would be good. It will give me a break.
So tomorrow's Thanksgiving. You've done some conventions, haven't you, for the movie Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Last one I did was in Niagara. I don't remember the name of it.
Something Falls, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me try to find it. I'm so bad with names too.
Is it a Horror on the Falls or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never been to it, but I know the.
It was so nice.
Yeah.
And also Niagara is so good. I mean, I like it. It's always fun to go there.
Yeah, I was there once.
Restaurant.
Niagara Falls, yeah.
Good wineries during the summer. Oh, it's good. Yeah, always go. It's fun to do convention also, because for me, it's to see what people, thought of the movie, and also what's their best scene. I love to ask, what was your best scene?
Nice.
What do you remember, Because so many people have different, memories of it. I'm like, oh, okay. And it's, so I like it. What was your best scene, for example, on Frankenstein?
Oh, Frankenstein. Well, I was really happy that your version of Frankenstein does have a lot of the Arctic stuff in, because it's
Yeah.
not in all the versions, and I
Yeah.
always find that stuff great.
Yeah.
So just opening right in the Arctic stuff, I thought
Yeah.
was really wild.
Mm-hmm. What about Thanksgiving?
I'm huge fan of
Oh.
Thanksgiving. So I remember going to see it in the theater. It was a packed theater, and it was really weird because me and my friend were in the back, and we laughed throughout the movie because it's a horror but no one else
Yeah.
was laughing. They were into
Really?
it, but
Oh,
they were
really?
actually like more scared, which I thought
No way.
was a little weird.
Oh my god, so funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
we
more
went
played for an enjoyment as opposed to like it's really good. It's gory and
time.
everything, but it's not like
It's a
terrifying.
slasher like
Yeah.
that pays homage to the like 80s, 90s.
Exactly,
That's why I loved it. And
I did too. I thought it was one of the best modern slasher movies.
yeah.
Oh,
When I watched it for the first time, and I'm not trying to flatter you, Thomas, I promise. But when
Please
I
do.
watched it,
yeah.
when I watched it for the first time, I was like, whoever the people who play the stunt people did such a good job, because they had so much like swagger in the character.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like the characters
Oh right. I'll take
Like,
it.
had so much swagger, and I was like, oh man, I don't think I've seen a killer like that in
Mhm.
forever. And that was I don't know what parts of the scenes you were in specifically playing the stunt person, but I do know that those are my favorite parts of the movie.
Nice.
Like,
Thank you.
There is some good movement, personality, like
Mhm.
in the movement with no lines, and
Yeah.
just the little moments of acting were
Just
so
that all like moving the head tiny bit on the side or whatever, because you don't have any facial expression, so everything has to come from your body, right? Yeah. Like I remember when I went through a window at some point. Like basically you think that John Carver is behind chasing, and then I smash through the window. I land exactly in front of them, and then it was so narrow. And then I had like the top hat, and I had to go through like a tiny window.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Wow.
oh my god, if I go, I can't really see that much. If the hat touched the ceiling, I'm gonna lose my hat. But then we only had like 2 or 3 reset for the window, so it's like if I fuck up all the takes, then like they're gonna be pissed at me. So I was like, okay. And then I didn't want, let's say, like those are the 2 walls, and I'm jumping through the window here. If I commit too much, I'm gonna bounce on this wall and then land. But they wanted me to land exactly like right center, and they were giving me a cue for the camera to land exactly at the same time that I was landing. So it's a lot of things happening. And then I was like, okay. And then I did it, and then I landed, like, I don't know if I bounced on the wall or not. But I remember that I landed exactly, and I was like, oh, like in my head, I was like, oh, perfect landing. And then I just looked up like very slowly, because I was like, the rush of the explosion, and then, to stay steady. And it's like enjoying the moment. I was like, oh my God. And then I started to swing the axe. And I was like, this is it. And then they loved it. And I was like, yeah, I remember it. That was perfect.
I do
cool.
like retro 8-bit like pixel art for like like old Nintendo style.
Oh, no way.
Here's
Nice.
my John Carver.
Oh,
That's
sick.
awesome.
Oh, send it to me.
I will definitely send that to you.
Oh, that's so cool. Nice.
Even has like the sandy hair and everything.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll send it to you after the show for sure.
Thanks.
And another movie I want to mention quick is Violent Night, because I was like a big surprise hit. I loved it, and I know it's not necessarily horror, but I kind of consider it almost horror because it's pretty.
Well, yeah, there is some gore element in it.
Yeah.
Tommy, the director, is awesome. Also, he has his style because he's European, and he brings some different flavor in it too. We just finished the second one. I was co-fight coordinating on it. We were 2 fight coordinators. Me and Rémi Baccar, another French guy. So it was a lot of fun, like a fun team. it was a lot of fun. I was on the first one as a performer, and the second one to be like behind as well. You'll see me a bit perform in it as well. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love them. And Tommy's been on the show years ago for Snow, for the Dead Snow movies.
Nice.
So it's really cool because I love those movies, and it's cool to see him. Not like I'm friends with but it's cool to see him like he's been on the show. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
Made the Dead Snow movies, which are like cult hits, and then go on to do like a mainstream big movie.
Yeah, no, that was fun, and it was like very great. And our second director Shahab was like they had a connection between the two of them, so everything was so smooth that Tommy was like, okay, for this action scene, or he was like giving us scenes to go sometimes to shoot some stunts, and then we were always like talking with him. It was great. It was a great team, and I really think that the second one was gonna be a hit. Based on what I saw and what we shot at, everybody did a very good job. It was like a very good experience. I can't really obviously talk too much about it.
Sure, I understand.
Not my place to talk about it too.
Yeah.
But,
when you come back, we can talk about it.
Yeah, after the movie.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk also. I coordinated Ready or Not 2. So
I didn't know that. Sweet.
Yeah,
that's another one that was a real big surprise to me.
Good one too. That's gonna be a good one.
That was one of my favorite movies that year because honestly, I went in thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but it was really good, and it's a lot darker than I thought.
Yeah, dark comedy. I love that.
It's great.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We'll talk.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I'd love to have you back. So I know I said a half hour. We went an hour, whatever. But I'm glad you had a good time. We had a great time meeting you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank
guys.
you so much.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna play the trailer for your newest short.
All right. Woohoo.
And then we'll let you go, and then we're gonna get on a Zombie Durand. But here is
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Merci.
Legend has it.
Yes, sir.
So it'll be hitting the festival scene coming up soon. Here we go.
Hello, it's me. I need a favor. I need him.
So this is it, right? This is the last time?
Room 1414, please. Should be expecting me. Love. Gratification. Pleasure.
That looks awesome. I love the style in it. It's a lot of production value, and it looks funny, and the action's cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
We have a big dildo fight.
That's all you can ask for,
Yeah, it's coming.
Like
like the little games at the end.
Dildos, you got it all,
Yeah, the little games at the end where you see it. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna show too much because it's fun. It is a lot of fun.
All right, awesome, and congratulations on that. And that's really cool that you have hopes for the for a feature version of it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we won a Sapporo International Film Festival, the audience award. So it was great to win in Japan, and it's a big festival.
Oh wow, nice. Were you there in person for that?
No, because I wasn't on a night, so I couldn't make it. And then it was actually one of our last day. I just received a text being like you.
I guess that's a good excuse. I was filming Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, little movie, Hey.
Yeah. But I would have loved to go to Japan though. But apparently the crowd laughed the whole time, and everybody were like so cheering for that movie. And I was like, wow. And I didn't send any crew, so it's fun to not being a local festival where I would say you can bring everybody, and then you're like, oh, you win, but you don't know if it's because of your teammates or not.
right.
So nobody was there, and we won. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of it.
All right, awesome. All right, we'll let you go, Thomas. Thank you again.
So much. Have a good night.
It's great meeting you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Now we have our friend Zombie Durand has returned to the show. It's been a while since we had him on. It's good to see you again.
What's going on, brother? How's everything?
Met Tara.
Oh, hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So Rotting Summer, which we showed the trailer for last week. It's, by the way, I put out there the first feature. I'm sorry, but Zombie is going to be making his first feature, but this was your recent short film.
Yeah, my last short film. Yep.
So give people an idea what Rotting Summer is about.
It's like Tombs of the Blind Dead on acid. It's the perfect way to describe it. Yeah.
It looks awesome. Who's behind the the makeup for the zombie?
Oh, that's Moose. He's behind the mask in every one of my movies. If you kind of been following along.
Yeah. I know him. He's never been on the show. We should get him on sometime.
Yeah, he's great. He's very shy, but I'm sure I can try to get him on.
Okay, all right. We'll figure it out. Well, that's why he's in the mask, because he's shy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, dude, never show my face. Always put me in a mask. I'm like, okay.
How about the actual who made the effects? Who made the makeup?
So there is my buddy Josh Weiselink. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him or not, but that dude, he made that. This was months before we even shot or anything. He's like, I kind of gave him an idea, and he totally ran with it. I got the mask here to show you if you want to see it.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, it's
cool.
Yeah, that's friggin' great.
Oh, that's gnarly.
Dude, it's totally awesome. Like the jaw moves and stuff. So when the actor's face is in it, like opens and shuts. It's really cool. It's like under this. I could try to show you. I don't know if they'll pick up, but if you can see under it, there's like this kind of black.
Yeah, you can see the face in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and he sculpted that on top of just latex and kind of just freehand.
Wow.
It looks really dead.
And it looks like under the lighting and everything, it looks super sick.
Yeah, I love it. Not only
he did the costuming too. We ordered the costume, then he just distressed the shit out of it. We're like down the line, we're like 3 months away from filming, and I'm like, I had a message of him. I'm like, dude, like we got this awesome mask, and we're just gonna have these regular hands. I was like, I don't know what we're gonna do. We just can't have regular hands.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, dude, I'll make you hands, and I'm like, sick, cool, dude, make me hands, and then I get these awesome things, and
I love how long the fingers are.
Dude, we totally talked about that. We're like, we need these long, gnarly fingers. It would be super cool.
Yeah,
and they're all like, different sizes. I mean, kind of like real fingers, but like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of exaggerated.
Yeah, but that's how I like the head too, because like it's not just like a zombie. It's like, there's something really creepy about it, where the head's kind of big and the fingers are extended. It's like an undead monster as opposed to just like an undead guy.
Yeah, so I wanted to when I'm came up with the idea to make a zombie movie, I'm like, well, I'm not just gonna do makeup. I need to get like a full costume made if I'm gonna do this right. It came out super sick. I was very happy with it. So when I'm talking to Josh, I'm like, dude, how are we gonna make gloves, hands for this dude? He's so massive. And those you're familiar with those like latex gloves that you do dishes with, the big orange ones?
Yeah.
Well, that's what they're made on. They just
that's a great
latex
idea,
gloves and then just sculpt it on top.
That
of them
looks
to
totally
make these,
badass. I love that.
Yeah, it's funny you said that, because
super cool.
Maybe I shouldn't say the pot holders, not just like a pot holder, but the ones that they're smaller and they got kind of rubber here. Oh. I actually got a couple because I think I can use them for puppets in a way. So
I think I lost your volume wise.
To take stuff, that you could get for not too much money, and like I can incorporate this into something else. DIY. We lost the zombie, but I'm sure he'll be right back.
We lost him.
Yeah, but the outfit is awesome. The monster rules.
I love how it looks like truly dead.
Yeah, it's honestly creepy.
Yeah.
It's got like almost like you said, it's just dead and
Oh.
gnarly and
Reminds me of those old Italian zombies.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, that's kind of the whole thing we went into. Like, make it look very Italian. He's like, dude, I got you, and then that was it.
I love that. That's
Thank
cool.
you. Thank you. I mean, everything we had. I've had fingers. We had everything made. You know, everything was super practical for it. It's kind of like the big goal for it. So
Yeah.
Cool.
So what's
Super
the plan
excited
to
about
when's it gonna like be available and what's the plan to do with it? So you're gonna do like festivals, you're gonna release it like online or oh I think
I can't hear you, Neal.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me,
No.
Tara?
I can hear you.
All right.
Oh, you can? I can't hear him.
Oh no! You can hear me though?
Yeah. Super
Okay,
weird.
I'll relay the question.
Yeah.
Okay.
He asked, what plans do you have for it for online and for festivals?
I'm definitely gonna enter into as many film festivals as I can. Kind of that's the plan with it. We're not gonna do any release to it till next year. So then we'll just pump through festivals.
I'm very confused that he can hear Tara, but not
You
me.
gotta translate.
Yeah, I'll translate. So, what?
Well, when I was in Atlanta a couple weeks ago, not everyone, but a lot of people brought up Severed Limbs. So I'd like to bring back Severed Limbs, and that's how I got to know Zombie was through Severed Limbs.
He said that he got to know Zombie through Severed Limbs Film Festival.
Yeah. My last movie was on there, and it did pretty well. I think I won a couple awards on your show, Neal. So I was pretty excited about that. But I'm most likely got to enter this into the next one as well.
Yeah, and just tell him, Tara, that there's talks about a lot of people brought up the idea of doing like an actual Severed Limbs, like in person somewhere. So I'm going to talk to Zombie off air about maybe some ideas where we could hold that.
Oh, okay. So Neal said that he wants to do there's talks for doing an actual in-person Severed Limbs Film Festival.
Oh,
and then
great.
there are talks about that.
Oh, yeah. That would be sick. Yeah, I was kind of hoping he did that for a while. It's super cool. Does Neal know what translating with each other? Can he hear him?
Yeah, I don't understand why me and Tara can hear, and I can hear Zombie fine, but he can't hear me. It's very weird.
It kind of makes me feel super smart. For some reason, I'm like, yes, like interpreting. So, in-person Severed Limbs Film Festival, where would that be held? Because I want to be there.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I need to talk to some people. I'm going to talk to Zombie off air about that. Maybe he has some ideas of where that could be. It'll be somewhere in New England.
He wants to talk to you off air about where that would be, somewhere in New England.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave and come back in and see if this helps.
For now, you're stuck with me, Zombie.
Oh, was he coming back in?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But if you do have an in-person festival, I would love to fly out and be there. That'd be so cool.
Where are you from?
I'm from Arizona.
Oh, Arizona. Nice. How's the weather down there? Nice, hot, warm?
Oh, it's getting cold now, and I'm such a baby with the cold.
Justin.
I would probably die on the... Can you hear now?
Hello.
Can you hear Neal now?
I don't think he can.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
I don't understand that, because you would think he wouldn't be able to hear anyone.
Right? Only me. And I'm like the interpreter. That's hilarious.
Am I like on a different... Do I have like it's like a dog whistle? It's like on a different wavelength. Like you can only hear me.
Only people in Arizona.
Yeah. How about now?
Oh, yeah.
Yay! All right. Very good.
Woo!
Very good. All right. So yeah, but I'll talk to you off air about because when I was in Atlanta, it was nice. A lot of people brought up Severed Limbs, and AJ, our friend AJ on the show, thinks it would be a good idea to do it in person. So I need to find a place to do that. So maybe you have some suggestions, or some of my other friends may have suggestions, but we'll figure that
Yeah, I know you're kind of local, so we can definitely figure something out to do that.
Yeah. And also, when we do Arbor Day, I'd like you to at least be out for like a day and be involved in some way. If you would
Absolutely.
like to be, if you'd like to.
Yeah. Oh, 100%, 100%. Absolutely. I know you're very close to me. I think you're within like an hour from me. So
Yeah, Rhode Island's really close to, and Rhode Island's fairly small, so Rhode Island's pretty close to Cape Cod.
yeah, I remember, previously we were gonna get together and you were like within an hour away, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. So, Rotting Summer, I love the name too.
Oh, thank
Rotting
you.
Summer. So I assume it takes place in the summertime.
Yeah, I think it should have took place during winter. I think that would have been pretty cool. Rotting summer.
Yeah, I guess when you make it in the summer, you don't think, oh, well, it's going to be finished then, like around the winter time. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. Talking about that movie in the heat, I felt so bad for Moose. It was terrible.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that because he's a big guy too.
Yeah. So the day we were filming, it just had to be super hot, and it's June, and I'm gonna say the day we were filming it had to be in the high 80s that day, and poor guy was dying in that suit. It was brutal.
Yeah.
He was a trooper, huh?
Yeah. I mean, like those gloves, you seen them? They're super pain in the ass to take on and off. So he's you see Moose, he's a big guy. So we took lube. We had like KY jelly, and we're just lubing up his arms, and two of us fighting to put on these gloves. So he's covered in sweat and lube and powder, and I'm like, dude, you are gross.
Lube and powder.
Yeah, lube and powder. I'm like, dude, and like it's like 80 degrees out, and like scenes that we don't need him. He's just sitting in the corner. He's like, he's like, dude, this sucks. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
People walk by, they're like, why is he lubing up that guy's arm? I don't know. We better get out of here though. I don't want to know what's about to happen.
We shot all the day scenes in Pottsville at a brewery in the back. They had like this cool little enclosed alleyway. So like in the scenes that I didn't need Moose, I'm like, all right, he's get to the side. He's like, can I please take this mask off? And it's a super pain in the ass to like take on and off and stuff because how you got to set it on its face. But I felt so bad. I mean, yeah, I'm like, dude, get fully undressed if you need to,
Yeah. And there's a lot of mention of gore on the poster. So much gore it's going to make you puke. So we know the zombie looks cool, but I assume there must. I did see the one still of the eyeball on the face, which is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, we did that with a nitrous tank. He gets his head smashed in with a tank, and the eye comes popping up. It's pretty cool.
So how much gore? How much gore are we in for?
Oh, a shit ton of it. Especially the whole night scene. I mean, it's just insane. So the craziest thing. So we filmed this in Barnesville, Pennsylvania.
I don't know that.
Yeah, and it's like farm town. I mean, there's like nothing around. It's just empty area, pitch dark. So when we're filming the night scenes, it was the craziest thing. So we have a canopy off to the side where we have Lee's doing the special effects and it's like lit up, and then all around it's pitch dark. I mean, you can't even see your hand. Like it's insane. And then we have the light set up in the far corner where the cemetery is, and it just with the smoke and stuff, it just looked absolutely insane. Like I'm sitting back and watching Moose, rehearsing the thing, and I'm like, this is fucking insane. Look at this. It was so cool. Yeah, it was super sick. It was like, I don't know, it was crazy to see.
How did that come about? That it was because I know you mostly film your stuff locally to me, so Rhode Island. How did it come about that you did in Pennsylvania?
So my DP lives out in Pennsylvania, and we were originally going to film in Rhode Island, and then I couldn't get a cemetery. It was like impossible. I just couldn't get one locked in for the days we had filming. And then my buddy Drew's like, I might be able to get a cemetery out here, and that kind of fell through too because there was no power. We couldn't, use no lights.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, well, that's worthless. So his backyard is just like a big empty farmland. Like it's just nothingness. And we built our own cemetery back there. We had these real nice stones made and everything. It looked like a legit cemetery, and it was just a private set. So it was really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
And it was so crazy because like we filmed it all in one day. It was like the longest day ever. But the night we ended up going to like 2 a.m, and my actress is out there, and she's like, we're in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of getting cold out now. It just rained a little while ago, and she's screaming. I'm like, dude, like it's 2 o'clock in the morning, but I'm looking around. There's no one. We're in the middle of nowhere, so I'm like, this is cool.
Yeah, well, that's good when there's nobody around.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, I leaned over to my DP. I'm like, dude, is like, you got neighbors and shit? Because I'm like, this is probably gonna be bad. He's like, no, like, there's no one around, and I'm like, dude, there's no one. I'm like, this is awesome, perfect.
So, how many tombstones did you guys make?
Oh, we made a couple. So my buddy Jay, he's a talented prop designer. He made them for us. We got that big pink foam from Home Depot, and he made them on there. Honestly, with the lighting and the night and the fog creeping through, you couldn't even tell that they were fake. It's crazy.
Yeah, and that's good to keep on hand in case you want to do some more down the road.
Yeah, I know. I got them all. I have one over here, and I get the rest stashed away in somewhere.
Is that what you do, like with all the props? Like you keep them, in case you need them in the future.
No, not really. I kept a lot of them. Usually, I the mask that we use for whatever we're shooting, I usually gift to Moose.
Okay, so he's probably got a collection of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Besides the zombie, I'm like, dude, you can't have that one. It's too cool. I gotta keep it.
Yeah.
No, I haven't really kept a lot of props. A couple from Stoneville, and a lot from this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, there was just a lot of cool shit. I mean, we had like endless stuff. Like we had like little fingers with little bones sticking out.
Nice. Oh, that's sweet.
We had we had tongues for a tongue scene. I mean, there was just so much shit. I'm like, dude, I got to keep some of this stuff. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Did that go in anyone's mouth, the tongue, or was it?
Oh, actually, no, it didn't. But cut scene. But yeah, you would. It's pretty gnarly. Pick it up, you see.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
sweet.
There's a cool scene where one of our guys gets his tongue ripped out and just kind of little blood squirting out. It's pretty cool.
I like that we're all laughing about it. But yeah.
I know. Oh, tongue ripped out.
Would it be something you would like to like revisit? Would you do, since you have kept the mask and everything? Would you want to bring that character back for something?
You know, I kind of thought about it. Like, I didn't just want to. So originally, we were gonna turn this into a feature, but just budgeting and everything, it was just made more sense to make it a short film. But I would like to revisit it because I still got the whole costume. It's super.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like,
and
why
if
not?
The short does well and people dig it, then it's always like, oh well, there's interest to do a feature version.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I still got everything. I still got the whole costume that we used and everything all tucked away nice. So yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, you could wear it for Halloween.
Yeah, I actually did. This
you did? Oh,
Halloween.
sweet.
Yeah, I did.
Like,
I
give out
wore it
candy
for
with it, or yeah.
Dude, people are fucking petrified. I'm kind of I'm a little bigger than Moose, so it's like kind of snug on me. But I'm walking around and it's a pain in the ass to wear that. They're very heavy. This mask surprisingly is really, really heavy.
Yeah, it looks pretty like solid.
It's not light. It's really heavy and it's not too comfortable to wear.
Mm-hmm. It's super creepy. I really do love it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of craftsmanship in there.
It literally looks like a dead body decaying, and that's what I love about it.
Yeah, it's got a really EC Comics feel to it, like old school Tales from the Crypt, like the comic books and stuff.
Yep. My DP is a big EC comic fan, so you'll see a lot of that in the lighting and stuff. In the night scene. So yeah, I asked Josh too. I'm like, dude, like look at the eye stock. It's like, see how it's like it has depth on it and like the eye.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I couldn't get this effect if I just sculpted it regular because I forgot how there's like string in this and there's just like kind of like tissue and latex all stuck together. So it's just a bunch of madness.
Yeah, it's all it's a little twisted. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of
put it on
old and ancient.
Yeah,
yeah.
Or put it on. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, I want to see it in action.
Oh yeah, that's freaking great.
Cool.
Yeah, that's absolutely awesome.
Oh yeah, that's freaking cool.
So what's the running time on?
I believe it's like 10 or 11 minutes.
I think that's a good time for a short. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
When you start doing over 15, it gets. I mean, you could do them, but like it gets a little hard to even gets hard, like to for festivals to like to get them into the festival. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? When you start especially if you get over 20.
Yeah, I think 10, 15 minutes was is a good time, but especially for this too, it's paced good. And then like once you get like towards like I guess the ending, it just goes by so fast. So it's just like just madness. It's absolute madness.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too. I
And so
love
that it's my first time. Like usually I go for more of like a serious tone
Mhm.
when I'm directing, but this is just like
Oh, cool.
absolutely.
So it does. So not only does it have like kind of the look of a EC comics, kind of like that the feel, because there's a lot of comedy.
It's like an episode of Creep Show.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Yeah.
All
cool.
right. Well, I'm definitely on. That's definitely my kind of thing. So.
I'm excited. I
Yeah.
love the trailer. I was like, I gotta see this. It reminds me of those like old Italian like zombie things where it just looks like an actual dead body and it's just so cool. So
Yeah.
thank
Oh
you.
yeah, Moose did great at being a zombie. I'm just like, like 2 months before we're getting ready to, go out and shoot. I'm like, all right, Moose, do your homework. You got to be a zombie. So he's like, dude, he's like on the weekend, he's like, I'm doing my body movements. He's like, I'm watching tons of horror movies, and so I'm like, good.
I love that. So
You did-
what's your feature gonna be? I know you're gonna do a feature next.
Yeah, still kind of toying around with a bunch of ideas. I'm not 100% set in, but I do want to do like a real cool creature movie.
Mhm.
Like I was thinking of a nice werewolf flick, but
Oh,
not
sweet.
sure yet. I'm still kind of all up in the air. I don't know what I want to do yet.
Yeah. Yeah, well, don't rush it if if you're doing a feature. Make sure it's something like you really want to do and something that
Yeah,
you
it's
feel
I
cool
like
about.
plan it out nice. I got like a million ideas in my head. So I mean, I say this is my last short. I mean, my last short for now. I could always go back and do something.
Yeah, because
You
I
know.
think it's good to especially in between. If you start making features, it's fun to make shorts in between stuff. I have lots of friends who make features, but then they do shorts in between.
Yeah, that's something like I'm gonna do. I know my next film project will be a feature. I'll go on that journey, and then whatever I do after will probably be a couple shorts. So
And you've been doing some cool stuff in Rhode Island, which I really feel bad I couldn't make it out to the last show. I wanted to go, Troy and I, but we couldn't get out.
it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing. So I got one more event this year, and then that's it until next year, and then I'll start it all over again.
So I
So
give people an idea what those are.
yeah, so I do twice this year. I did a event called Zombie Fest, which is kind of like a market event, a typical small convention. I had Damien Buffet at the last one.
Nice. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he was.
He was a good interview on the show.
Yeah, he was great. He's a great guy. So yeah, we did that, and then we do Terror Tuesdays, which is like one Tuesday of the month. There's an event I hold, and we play a movie, and there's usually like a theme. Like we did Goosebumps night one time, and like horror bingo. So we do something like that. And the last event I have this year is a Krampus Christmas event.
Oh,
Just
sweet.
yeah,
I'm into that. Yeah.
it's just I wanted to do it at my friend's witch shop in Lincoln. I wanted to do it to support small businesses for the holiday
Oh,
season.
sweet.
So
That's
that's
I definitely support that.
yeah. So we're gonna have Krampus there taking pictures and stuff. It'll be a good time.
That's
I
so
want a picture with
cool. I wish
Krampus.
I could go.
Yeah. You sit on Krampus's lap. Get a tell him you've been a good girl, I guess. I don't know. But, but no, I'm into this. Rotting Summer. Where did the name come from?
Um, so I'm at work one day and I'm working with my friend at the time and I'm just kind of spitting out names like, dude, I because the script was already finished and everything, and I'm like, well, I don't know what to name this thing. I'm like, so we're just kind of going back, and he said something I don't remember, but it had summer in it, and I'm like, summer, oh good, because we are filming in the summer. I'm like, rotting summer, and then I was like, because I was. Oh, it's just like one of those moments. I like perfect rotting summer.
Yeah, it even sounds gross.
That's a cool
You know what I
name.
mean?
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's just super gnarly. I mean, rotting summer. I mean, kind of was gross.
So I showed earlier to Thomas the 8-bit I did for John Carver. Now I also did one for Rotting Summer.
Hmm.
Aw.
Isn't it awesome?
Aw, that's cool.
You know, He's so cute. Look at him.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I love that thing. It's awesome.
He's very
I know
cute.
you did the Stoneville thing too with the severed penis flying in the air.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I don't have that handy, but it was the first time I ever drew an 8-bit severed penis.
Yay, that's cool.
Seems
So
very
far, the
true.
only time. But
Yeah. Oh, cool. No. Hopefully more to come.
more to come, exactly. Pun not intended. But did I interrupt you, Tara? Were you about to say something?
Huh? Oh,
I
no.
thought I interrupted you.
We're just laughing about the severed penis.
Yeah, maybe that'll be a whole offshoot of severed limb, severed penis.
Yeah.
Be a
Severed
special
penis.
event. We'll just get a bunch of short films with severed penises in them.
Mm.
There's probably some out there, I bet.
Fantastic. Fantastic idea.
I'm so glad there's still filmmakers out there like you that are doing this kind of thing.
Thank you.
You know?
Thank you.
There
Yes.
needs to be more, and I'm so glad you're doing it. Like, because I thought it was dead, and then I see people like you, and I'm like, it's not dead, it's alive.
Yeah.
You know, like, so it's really cool. So, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like to do stuff I like to watch, you know. I'm into like super cheesy horror movies, so that's I'm kind of
Yeah.
that's what I like to do. So, yeah.
What are some of your favorite horror movies?
Oh
I know
boy.
you're a Rob
Oh.
Zombie fan.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of always changes, but I'm kind of on a Tombs of the Blind Dead kick right now.
All right.
I mean, I kind of that or like something like my buddy always busts my balls for me. He's like, "Oh, dude, like, what are you doing sitting around watching the New York Ripper?" I mean, I kind of watch that like at least 4 or 5 times a month. I mean, it's one of my favorites. I'm a big Fulci guy, so
No, that's cool.
I love that.
Tara, have I ever asked you your favorite horror movies? I don't know if I have, to be honest.
Oh, it's hard to pick a favorite because
Yeah, because like
they're
Zombie
weird.
said, it does depend what mood I'm. There's like certain ones I go to, like Universal Monsters and Creep Show, because it's the first tape, the first VHS tape my mom bought me. But and Dawn of the Dead and stuff. But they always like American Werewolf in London, but they kind of switch depending like what I'm into. And then sometimes there's stuff like Basket Case. That's one that I like to watch a lot.
Yes, like I'll always have a soft spot for those like 70s and 80s like New York apartment films.
Oh well, yeah, I love 70s and 80s New York has like because there's such a grittiness to them where. And
yeah.
I'm sure it's good if you live there that it's not like that anymore. But for film, like and everything like Taxi Driver, it's not a horror movie, but it has that really gritty New York feel to it.
Yeah, because to me that's so exotic, like that lifestyle, that world is so exotic, and it's so just like, I don't know, far away. So it's really cool. But yeah, like Maniac Cop and Basket Case. But I would honestly say one of my favorite modern horror films is It Follows.
Okay, yeah. People, yeah.
I really like horror films that are really atmospheric, where you could just like lay down and take a nap to it.
I think that started kind of like where I don't want to say art house horror, but I hate the term elevated horror because it just sounds like people like, it puts me off, even though I like a lot of the elevated horror movies, but I think the term is terrible. But I think like It Follows, like it kind of started that trend of more not even mainstream, but like more art horror movies that get theatrically released and people go and see them.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I like that film because it's like I like films that actually scare me, and that one I watch it and at the time I'm like, oh, this is suspenseful. But then after I'm like walking out in public and then someone's walking towards me and I'm like, It Follows, and I'm like get all scared. I'm like, okay, that's a good horror film that like I watch it, and then when I'm at the grocery store I get like creeped out, I guess. So, but yeah, I like. What about you, Neal? What are your favorite horror films?
So Universal Monsters, like what I grew up with. I love those movies. Creep Show, because it's the first tape my mom bought me. But also Dawn of the Dead, American Werewolf in London. Like I said, and if I just want to watch, like, I have a really soft spot for Basket Case and the Stuff. I like those movies.
I was literally just watching The Stuff 2 days ago, and then it led me to start to watch Soylent Green, which
Soylent Green's great too, yeah. But the Stuff, I love that at the beginning of the movie, there's just this stuff bubbling out of the ground, and the guy eats it, because like that would be your first thing that you would do. Like, I think I'm gonna eat this stuff that's bubbling out of the ground.
He's like, "This is really good. Try it, other guy."
Are you eating it, or is it eating you?
Not for nothing. I think this year was a good year for horror in general.
Agree.
Yeah.
There were some really good movies that came out this year.
Like what?
Weapons was, probably the movie of the year for me.
I keep a list that's up in my other computer. But yeah, there's been a ton of stuff that I liked this year.
You know what I really liked, which when I tell people like, "Oh, you enjoyed it that much," but I really did The Monkey. I liked The Monkey a lot.
The Monkey a lot.
I love The Monkey too.
Yeah, I thought The Monkey was great, and a lot of people like, "Dude, The Monkey!" Like, I'm like, I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I know. Todd, who does our reviews, hated it so much because it was comedy. But I'm like, yeah, but so aren't a lot of horror movies I like. Like,
I love The Monkey.
I did too. It was super fun, and the all the gore stuff's like super over the top, and
yeah.
It made me. I remember Troy and I went to see it. And we were in the theater just laughing and having a good time, and that's what it should be when you go see a movie. Have a good time.
Yeah.
And I really like that Oz Perkins makes such different stuff, because it's completely different than Longlegs or his newest movie that just came out, Keeper. And he's like kind of prolific. He's like really throwing these movies out like constantly.
Yeah, he's pumping them out. I know.
And like. Was that?
The horror movie that kind of scared the shit out of me was The Witch.
Okay, The Witch, yeah.
Dude, Eggers is awesome. He's great too.
Yeah.
Robert Eggers is. I can't wait till that werewolf flick comes out next year.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that too. I love The Northman, which maybe it's not horror, but
oh my god, Northman's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I went to see it a few times at the theater because it was like such an experience. I was like, damn, because I grew up loving sword and sorcery movies too. Like especially like Conan and Excalibur, and then like and they were like adult movies, and then like sword and sorcery movies became like real campy, like Hercules and stuff, and I'm not huge on those. And The Northman was like the first one in a lot of time that felt like like a Conan the Barbarian or Excalibur, where it was like swords, it's the sword and sorcery movie, but it's also an adult movie, and it's like it's dark and it's kind of scary, and I just thought it was great. You don't really see a lot of movies like that anymore.
One of my favorite movies, I mean, it's not horror, but I just think it's a perfect movie, is The Town. It's a great movie, man. I can go back and watch The Town anytime.
The Town? What's it about?
It's a bank robbery movie from guys from Boston. They rob a couple banks. Has Ben Affleck in it. Who else is in it?
Well, our friend Jim McDonough is in it, but barely. But he is in it. So, Jim McDonough, who's on. He's a local Boston
Jim?
Yeah. Jim who dances all the time on Facebook. Yeah,
he's in that.
Yeah. He's like an extra, but he's in it.
Yeah.
Cool.
But no, The Town's great, and I go up to Boston a lot, so there's a lot of like The Point and stuff that's in that movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. Thank you for the recommendation.
Really I'm a movie fan, not just horror, because like Taxi Driver is probably one of my favorite movies, and Goodfellas. I love Scorsese movies, especially like his 70s and 80s stuff.
One of my favorite movies is Scarface.
That's perfect. Yeah,
I watch it like twice a year, and I always like embody the character. I'm like, yeah, don't fuck with me. Like after I watch it, like I get like influenced by
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever. Like I start to get into it, and
then you start doing like a mountain of cocaine.
Yeah, like, healthy. Like maybe I shouldn't try to mimic Joey Montana in my normal life. But I love that movie. That's probably one of my favorite movies is Scarface, honestly.
Yeah, I'm a big mafia guy. That sounds weird, but a big mafia movie guy. not in the mafia, but I'm only half Italian, so I can't be a made man.
I don't know, Neal. You're looking a little sus.
I like how these movies can like influence you so good. Like I watch The Town, then I'm like, I'm gonna go rob a fucking bank. Like I can get away with this shit.
I remember when I started listening to audiobooks, and I was listening to First Blood, the movie First Blood, but I was listening to the audiobook, and I was walking around, and you kind of feel like Rambo in the book or in the movie. So it's very similar. And I remember I was walking up and I saw a cop, and I was just in my head, I'm like, fuck this cop. But I'm like, what am I thinking? Like,
It was
you know what I mean?
Dude, that's awesome. Just walking down the street like, yo, fuck this guy.
It's like whenever I read or watch Dune, I feel the same. Where I'm like influenced and I'm like, everything is manipulation. And I'm like, fear's the mind killer. And I get like all influenced by it in my normal life.
Yeah, movies are powerful. They'll do that shit to you, man.
When I was in Queens a couple months ago now, I guess, and I was staying with a friend of mine, and he was like, the bar that they shot Goodfellas is like 2 blocks from here. Do you want to go see it? I was like, yes, of course. So we went down there, and it looked exactly like it does in the movie, which was really wild. That's cool. That's one of my favorite movies is Goodfellas. We had Henry Hill on the show, the actual guy. It's not a great interview because he was like on whatever. I don't know if he's drunk or whatever, but it's cool to me that I had Henry Hill on the show. You know?
Is that the one where they beat the guy to death with the baseball bat?
Yeah, that's well, they do that in Casino when they beat but they kill the guy in the bar at the and then they go and bury him. I don't know what they kill him with. I don't think they use a bat in Goodfellas.
I need to watch Goodfellas because you've mentioned it before, and I'm like,
yeah, it's legit one of my favorite. It might be my favorite movie, Goodfellas.
Really?
Yeah, Goodfellas is great.
Yeah, it's great. That's a great movie too.
Rambo Neal, exactly.
Rambo Neal.
Zombie used on the wrestling sometimes calls me Ricardo because I don't know if I've ever told you this. Tara, I took both French and Spanish in school, so I don't really remember a lot of either one. I was gonna say some French when Thomas was on, but I don't remember a lot. Like parlez-vous français?
When he was on.
Yeah, he said bonjour. Parlez-vous français? Oh oui, oui. Parlez-vous français? So in Spanish, so the teacher names everybody the Spanish version of their actual name. You know what I'm saying? Oh. There was no Spanish version of Neal. So in French class, they called me Normand, which at least begins with an N. In Spanish, they called me Ricardo. I'm like, what's that got to do with Neal? That's not even close. Like, could they think of an N word?
A Spanish name for shirt?
So that's when I started calling you Nasty Ricardo.
Yeah.
That's your new name, Neal. You're Nasty Ricardo.
And that does so. And then years later, I was at I forget the name of the club. So I was at this club for New Year's Eve, and there was he was a really attractive Latino guy named Ricardo, and he bought me a beer at the bar, and I didn't think anything of it. And then he's like, it's your call, man. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you go back to my place and fuck. And I was like, no, I'm with her over here.
Ricardo is your fuck name.
It did make me feel pretty good though, because he was like a good looking dude. I'm like, he could do way better, but I was like,
It's like, I'll take it. Thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
Oh my god.
I should have bought him a beer back though. Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
I bought poor Ricardo a beer, and I didn't even go back to his place, or he bought me a beer.
Yeah, he was pissed. He's totally pissed.
He's sitting at home thinking about it.
He wanted him some Neal.
What's that?
Wanted him some
He
Neal.
did. He might not like me anymore because I was heavier. I was really heavy at the time. I don't know. Maybe he's into that. But
That's awesome.
He wanted a bear.
yeah, you know what? I know a lot of. I don't know. So anyway, I've been told this before multiple times when I was heavier. It was that I was a very specific thing in the gay community that was very like desirable, and it was called the pocket bear because I was like burly and hairy, but I'm also small and cuddly at the same time. So it's like a very specific thing, the pocket bear. And apparently that's like a very sought after thing. So
Wow.
yeah, I missed my calling. I should have been a gay guy, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're not a pocket bear anymore.
I'm not the pocket bear. Yeah, now they don't give a shit. They're like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, they're like, fuck him. He's gone, dude.
And Troy and our friends used to call me the Asian persuasion because whenever we used to go to Chinese restaurants, the Asian waitresses used to really hit on me when I was, but they don't anymore since I lost weight. I don't know, but anyway.
Oh man, I mean, like life gets better because you get healthier, and then it just gets worse. It's like
yeah, I'm like, what the hell? Now I might take advantage of this now.
Fuck.
Now they don't give a shit about me anymore.
Oh man, sucks.
This is a good question. What are you thankful for? Thank you, Jimmy Pippi, because tomorrow is tomorrow. Well, honestly, Zombie mentioned about getting healthier. I, had a lot of near-death experiences, and I don't just mean like I was dying a few times. So yeah, I'm thankful for being healthy. And thankful for my friends, my brother Troy, Tara Hutchinson, and AJ for joining the show. It's been a really great experience. Zombie's a good man here, and I'd like to do some more stuff with him. But definitely thankful for being healthier and friends throughout the movie world here.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a really great experience, AJ and Tara joining the show.
Aw. What are you grateful for, Zombie?
Oh, I knew that was coming my way, huh?
You're next.
I'm next. Oh, I'm grateful. I got a good family. I got a lot of good friends. So I'm grateful for that.
That's very nice. Yeah. And what about you?
Yeah, now it's your
Tara?
turn. She was thinking. She's like, I know it's gonna come back to me.
She thought she'd get out of it.
Honestly, I've never really had friends online before. I've never gotten to meet people online like this that had the same interests as me, like directors and filmmakers and writers. So it's like so fun and surreal for me to be able to meet people like you, like Zombie and Neal and Troy and AJ and everybody. And like, I'm like, wow, like I feel like I could be myself, and I feel really grateful to be around such kind and accepting people. Like, I know that's really cheesy, but it's like, wow, this is the kindest, most welcoming community I've ever been around. And it's like, that saying where it's like, people who are like metal people on the outside are the kindest people on the inside.
Yeah.
And the people who look the most wholesome on the outside are the meanest inside. And I've really learned that, like, interviewing all the people who've been interviewing are very kind and accepting, and I'm really grateful for that.
When I started going to conventions and festivals, like, even though I was a big horror guy, I didn't think, I hadn't gone to it before, so I don't know, like, what they're going to be like. I didn't think they'd be shitty, obviously, or anything like that, but I did realize, like, oh, wow, the horror community is very accepting, because there wasn't just, guys that looked like Zombie or me wearing the horror shirts. There's like people that maybe they're kind of nerdy or whatever. And but everyone was super accepting of everybody because it's like, oh, everyone's here because they love these crazy horror movies. And so, yeah, I've had very, very few, hardly, I could probably name them on one hand, like bad experiences with horror people at conventions or festivals.
Yeah, it's very rare. I mean, we're kind of all cool people, so.
I agree. I would say the more extreme tastes of the people I've met usually have the most kind hearts.
Mm.
You know, like honestly. And it's just like there's this spiky exterior, but inside of it, they're some of the most kind and non-judgmental people I've ever met.
Oh yeah, 100% with that. Shout me out, please, Jim Pippy. We are thankful from you, Jim Pippy.
Shout out!
Shout out to Jim Pippy. I'm surprised how many people that love blood, gore, and perversion are good folks. Eh?
Right, Dave? Yeah. It's so true. Yeah, like, and the people that are not into that are some of the most mean people.
That is very true, too. Not everybody's not, but yeah, if I think back of the meanest people, a lot of them are like, yeah, ones that would look down on you just for liking blood, gore, and perversion. That's a good alternative name without your head. Blood, gore, and perversion.
Blood, gore, and perversion.
Yeah, you wouldn't think people that like movies like Cannibal Holocaust and Zombie are gonna be cool fucking people, but then it's fucking people, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're so right, Zombie.
Yeah, I had death threats for having the director of a Serbian film on the show. And,
really?
And it probably was not from horror people. You know what I mean? It's like
literal death threats?
Yeah. They said deserved a bullet in the head for having the guy on the show. And it's like, what the hell? Like, you should just not listen to it. You know, it's not, you know.
You talk to a guy, so you should.
Yeah, exactly. A guy who made a fake movie. Yeah. Like the stuff in it's not real, you know. Jesus. If it was a real movie, I'd be like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna have this guy on, but
yeah.
Have you ever
But you can say that about every movie, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Zombie, have you ever gotten any pushback from the content that you make from people?
No, not yet. Not really. No, I mean, most of the people I talk to and stuff, they're just kind of into this fucked up shit too. So it's not really anything to it, you know.
Yeah.
So no, not yet. And I hopefully it stays that way. If not, it's cool.
I like your shows. Thank you, Jim Pippy. Zombie, I like your name. This Jim Pippy's a good guy.
Jim Pippy, you're a good guy.
Showboat is thankful for friends, mental health, and everything. Well, that's good.
Yay.
Oh, he's thankful for us.
I love Anthony. He's so nice.
Yeah, Chobo's a good man. So I don't know. I'm just checking if Troy messaged because his computer's acting up. Power is back, but the cable is out.
Uh-oh.
So that's why he's not on.
Aw. I like your hat, Zombie. That's cool looking.
Oh, dude, doesn't this hat rule? It's a Blockbuster hat.
Oh, sweet. I didn't even realize that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That hat's badass.
I went to Rhode Island Comic Con the beginning of November, and they, the people that own the last Blockbuster from Bend, they were there. They set up a big Blockbuster store exhibit thing there, and I went and they had a bunch of cool stuff. You get to wear the vest and go around, and you get to act like you're an employee, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. They actually did it there the last 2 years. It was really fun.
That's cool.
That's cool.
So, if you're ever in Atlanta, so when I was at Atlanta, Videodrome, and it's the last video store in Georgia, I think. I mean, at least Atlanta, and tons. I mean, the place was huge. They had a midnight movie section, and what was super cool was they had a local indie horror. Well, not horror, local indie section, and a lot of it was horror movies. And it was like people we've had on the show, and I was like, this is really wild. Like an actual video store, you could go rent the movies, and they had like a whole section of this weird, local Atlanta horror movies. I was like, this place. So I bought a T-shirt there because I couldn't rent a movie because I was going back home, but I bought a T-shirt from the Videodrome, and it was a really wild place.
I miss the video stores.
Oh yeah.
I know that's something we're never gonna get back either, which is unfortunate.
Like I even liked. I know it wasn't the same, but I did like Redbox, and then it was kind of sad when that went away.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of recent. That still stinks.
Yeah, because like they had some weird horror movies, and it was kind of fun. Yeah, you could a lot of times you get them for $1 and rent them, and then one day it just didn't work the machine anymore, and I thought maybe it was just down or something. But yeah, it completely gone. But I grew up with the video store. In my town, it was I think it was Zoom, and it was a locally owned. So I went to school with the Jason, and then his family owned it, the Naps. And what was cool is they'd have a calendar, and they'd have all these different things like on like when your report card came out, if you got an A, you could get a free rental. And like Wednesdays was like joke day. If you came in and told the joke, you could like rent one and get one free. And they had all these like fun little things for like for the town to do.
Aww.
Did any of you guys see the last Blockbuster documentary?
No, I've heard a lot about that though.
It's cool. So there's like one Blockbuster left. It's in Bend, Oregon, and they kind of it's like a whole documentary, based all on Blockbuster, but they kind of show you how that specific store still does, and they still rent and stuff. So it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met twice. I met the lady that owns that. She's super sweet. She's a very nice lady.
The first, because we got a VCR, I guess like in the early 80s. Because I'm older than you guys, I think. So anyway, the first video store to open was this place called Curtis Mathis in Hyannis. But their setup was really weird because you had to, how normally if you rent a movie, like you'd either bring up the whole movie or bring up the box or whatever, or a card or something. This you had to write down the number. So it was like this big like number, like a 6-digit number, or whatever. And so you'd have like a list of numbers, and like you wouldn't know if the movie was out or not until you went up and asked for this number, and then like, oh, that's out. So it was like a real pain in the ass. Like you'd have to write down like 6 numbers, and hopefully like a couple of them were in.
It was like a thing to do.
Yeah, it was really weird. But so the first movie I wanted to rent was Motel Hell, because I saw I told my mom, like, I want to see Motel Hell. Well, I didn't even know it was called Motel Hell. I was like, I want to see that movie with the guy with the chainsaw and the pig head. I saw the picture in a magazine, and I was like, that movie looks awesome. So that was like one of the first movies my mom rented for me was Motel Hell.
Aww.
I was probably like 6 or something. I don't know, but I turned out normal, I guess.
I always had either a Blockbuster or a Hollywood Video. I don't know if you're familiar with that one. It was kind of like Blockbuster, just smaller.
Yeah.
It's cool that the Hollywood Video near me, they had like in the back, they had a screen set up with like movie theater shares, so you can go back there and then have a certain movie playing. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I never saw that.
So my mom signed a thing where I could rent any movies. So like, I could rent our movies. I think technically I still wasn't allowed to rent NC-17 or X or whatever, but I wasn't renting like porns or anything, but I'd rent any kind of, new movies. And so they never said anything. It was funny because my mom also wrote me out like a note, that I could see like our movies at the theater, and no one ever carded me my whole life until I turned 40, and I went to see Texas Chainsaw 3D, and they carded me for it. They didn't think I was old enough to see Texas Chainsaw 3D.
That's amazing.
And that same day, then we went to a barbecue place, and they didn't want to serve me alcohol. So I don't know if I looked really young that day, but I was 40 years old.
That day you were just really well rested and just
maybe I started
very
using Duster Man or something. I do. I actually, if my beard does look darker this week, I did use some Just for Men.
Cool.
But I remember when we went to the person I was with, she was like, "He's got gray in his beard." When they were asking for me for my ID, it was very funny to me. But
That's fun.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think anything's coming out this week. I think because it's Thanksgiving, it's all like family movies coming out now. It's like
Mhm.
not Zoolander, like Zootopia 2 and what's the Wizard of Oz movie?
Wicked.
Yeah. Which that's probably really good, honestly. I didn't see the first one, so I probably should watch it and maybe see the second one. I've heard good things about it.
When's the new Silent Night, Deadly Night come out?
Oh, that should come. You know what? I was emailed about it. We might have interviews for it on the show, which is really exciting.
Oh,
And
cool.
I was invited to a press screening, but it's in LA. I'm like, oh, I can't.
Mm.
Do you have one in Boston? But I think it comes out in December, so I would assume it would come out in December. You'd think they'd have to put out in December.
Yeah. I thought it came out this month, but it's almost over, so could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it comes out in December.
Would you ever make a Christmas horror film, Zombie?
I would totally make a Christmas horror film.
I'm a huge Christmas horror fan, so
Me too.
Yeah, I would totally make that. Would be awesome. Actually, before we did Rotten Summer, I teased that idea a couple times, but I didn't want to do anything that like was done like a bunch of times, so I just talked myself out of it. You know how many times you can make a Kill a Santa movie or a Kill a Snowman movie? It'd have to be totally different.
yeah.
You know, like a 3-headed reindeer movie, like would be pretty sick.
I like that. Yeah, it's not
Cerberus reindeer.
Yeah, all practical though, like just like puppets.
Yeah, I'm a puppet guy now. So I'm
Oh, dude, did you see that movie? Sid Haig's in it. It's a puppet movie. It's totally fucked up.
I don't think so.
Oh my god, I'm not even gonna be able to think of the name of the movie right now. But I watched it. It was insane. They're all puppets. The whole movie has Sid Haig in it. Oh my god, who? This is gonna drive me nuts now. If you could search like puppets,
Yeah, I'm gonna look
movie, it'll come up.
I doubt there's too many Sid Haig puppet movies.
Yeah, no, there's just one. And the movie's fucking insane. It's insane. It's like I'm watching it and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? This is the most
Abruptio?
Yeah, there it is. That's the movie. Dude,
Wow.
it's insane. And like the puppet actually looks like Sid Haig. So the movie's fucked up.
Damn, it's got Robert Englund in it.
Robert Englund in it. That's right. Yeah.
Gordon
It's
Peele's in
insane.
it.
And like they're all like legit, like really cool puppets in the like all in the real world, and it's the craziest movie I've ever seen in my life.
I'm gonna look up the see if we can find the trailer.
Oh, you totally need to see a trailer for that. It's fucking insane.
Abruptio. Oh wow, it says it just came out last year.
Yeah, I watched it maybe like a month ago. It's absolutely insane.
I remember this poster now. I saw this I think it played a festival not too long ago. All right, we're gonna watch the trailer.
Oh, good.
If you don't mind.
No, absolutely.
All right, here we go.
I've done
yeah,
terrible things.
Very realistic puppet.
Things I didn't think I was capable of. How do you know it's a bomb?
I need to see this. This looks freaking great.
Will you come with me?
It's awesome.
Provide your confession.
I haven't done anything.
Have you ever felt that, Lester? An emptiness that you can't fill?
It's good. Soup.
I'm losing my mind.
Is there a blessing we should say or something?
Do you think anyone's listening?
Sweet. That looks great.
It's so crazy watching it. Like I'm sitting there, like, you know, I put my phone specifically so I couldn't touch my phone. I put it on the other side of the room. I'm like, I just want to like focus on nothing but this movie. And I had the lights off and I'm watching it. And I'm like I said, the puppets are really cool and it's like filmed real. Like, so if I had a nice life size puppet, I went and filmed in my street. So it kept tricking my brain to like, is this like, it was so weird to watch. It was the craziest.
Yeah, like that uncanny valley thing people
Yeah.
talk about. So
Yeah.
there's just something disturbing about it where they're so realistic, but you know they're not.
Yeah, it was super cool. Great movie.
I think you're muted, Tara.
Abruptio?
Yeah.
Yeah, Abruptio.
Abruptio.
Yeah. I like the Sid Haig puppet because it looks just like Sid Haig. And it's
Yeah, I don't think they showed it in the trailer there.
Yeah, he was in it for like a little piece.
Oh, like
but,
real quick.
He kind of looks just like him.
All right, I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
You know, where can people find you, Zombie, online to see what you're up to?
Facebook, Instagram. That's all I got going these days.
That's the two main ones.
What's your Instagram name?
The Horror in Me.
The Horror in Me. I'm gonna go follow it right now.
Gotcha. They give you a follow back. And then on Instagram, it's Zombie Durand because Facebook wouldn't let me put zombie because it's not a real name, but it's my real name and it's stupid.
Yeah, but they let you do Zombie? Like that's a real name? I would think Zombie's more real than Zombie.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Yeah. So you put in when you go to change the name, you put in zombie, it's like you can't use that because it's not your real name. And I'm like, no, it's my real name. So then you got to submit like a picture of your ID, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. I'm not doing that. So like maybe, but if I go through with that, but it's super weird to me.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah,
a little invasive, huh?
Yeah, who am I going to submit my ID to? That's just I didn't like that. So I'm like, I'm not gonna. I'll stick with zombie. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're welcome back anytime, and I know sometimes it's hard for you to come on the Thursday show, but anytime you're always welcome on.
Thank you. I had a good time.
Yeah, we had a great time talking with you. I'm glad you and Tara got to meet.
Yeah, it was great meeting you.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you soon.
See ya.
Zombie Rotting Summer coming to festivals near you.
Woo woo! Woo woo woo!
That's a little hard to do. I can't get my.
It is kind of hard to do.
Kind of like
Just
feels
have to,
like I'm gonna
lift this part up.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna break my wrists or something.
And then you can do it.
Yeah, I'll break my wrist just to do that.
You're all got it.
Now I can't write anymore and make puppets, but I'll be able to do this.
Well, that was so fun.
Yeah, that was awesome. I forgot I was gonna play his trailer. I have it ready, but we'll play out here in a minute.
Oh yes.
Yeah. I did actually have I did save a bunch of Thanksgiving trailers, but I don't know if you want to watch. You want to watch some?
Yes.
So I went through and I found a bunch of trailers for Thanksgiving horror movies throughout the years, all different ones.
Ooh. All right, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back.
He's ready.
I will be right back.
All right. I'm gonna play the trailer for Rotting Summer while Tara's away, and then we're gonna watch some classic and maybe not so classic Thanksgiving horror trailers.
I parked because I gotta pick up some supplies.
What kind of supplies?
I'm actually picking up 4 tabs of acid for us.
Dude, I haven't tripped in 6 years.
Oh, what's the matter, Evan? You scared of a little acid? Are you gonna pussy out on us tonight?
Oh, Jesus Christ, you scared the shit. Oh, fuck, my nitrates. I got some coke, I got heroin, per 30, some bud. I think I smoked all the weed though.
Do I look like I do fucking heroin?
4 of them, dude. $15 a pop.
It's 40.
Thanks, buddy.
Rotting Summer looks friggin' great. I'm also going to play the trailer for The Contract here, which was sent in, and then we're going to get to Thanksgiving trailers when Terror returns. That looks very good. Here's some highlights of Clown Party.
And then at the end of every month, we have them fight to the death.
Damn, yeah, Aaron's getting my
will be destroyed.
Thank you.
Here we go. There we go. It's through the roof.
Oh, that's pretty hard. Okay, there you go. Spin the wheel.
All right. Well,
Stop hitting yourself. I feel like I love a little chaos.
Here's some cast members for the upcoming Arbor Day, which we'll be filming in the spring.
Hello, I am international actor Gora, the man and the legend. I am excited to be playing an ancient warrior spirit summoned to help destroy the demon trees in the upcoming American movie Arbor Day.
I love him. Arbor Day!
India, who will be he has already actually filmed his part for Arbor Day.
I love him.
Yeah, he's awesome. I'm a huge fan.
That's so cool.
All right.
Tweak is
yeah. Was that? Oh, Tweak. Hello, Tweak. And everyone should follow Tweak on IG.
She's
Hi.
a little thing. She's
Aw,
been in
she's
the forward
adorable.
short.
She has?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
I'll
it.
show you sometime.
My mom. Oh yeah, definitely. That's something we're going to be doing soon too. We need to set some of these up. We're going to be doing some where we're going to show some intimity tapes with some of the director and the cast here. Then we've got some other horror movies that people are going to be doing. Actually, I think I should promote this. I think Saturday we might be showing a horror movie. I'll look into this. Yeah, I think Sam Mason Bell, my friend from Trash Arts, will be we're going to be showing his new horror movie Saturday.
I want to be there.
Yeah, of course you can be there. I'll give you all the details.
Thank you, Neal.
Of course, yeah.
What do you have planned for Thanksgiving tomorrow?
Well, the thing is, so my mom's friend, so my mom grew up with a friend of hers. Her oldest son's is Troy's age. Her youngest son is my age. So we grew up together. The kids grew up together. They are friends. And then her husband died, a few years ago. And so my mom and her, because my mom's a lot of our families passed away. So the last few years they've been doing a lot of stuff together. And so the last couple of years, for Christmas and Thanksgiving, we get together and do stuff. So I made a turkey last week for the first time I ever roasted my own turkey and made gravy from scratch. So I did that last week for me and my mom. So tomorrow, me and my mom are going out with her friend Linda and her brother Wayne for Thanksgiving. So we're going to eat at this place in Plymouth. I forget the name of it. So that'll be a fun time. We went there last year. Last year they had prime rib and turkey, and I don't know what they'll have this year, but I'm kind of turkeyed out, so I might get shepherd's pie actually. I did see shepherd's pie was on the menu, so I might get that.
Ooh, I made shepherd's pie the other day for the first time, and it was like so fun, but a lot of work.
Yeah. I love shepherd's pie. Did you make it with beef or lamb?
Beef.
All right, so technically that would be cottage pie because shepherd is for sheep herders, so they would make it out of lamb. But either way is good.
Oh, good to know. So I made what was it called?
Shepherd's pie.
Cottage pie.
Cottage pie.
Cottage pie. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like finally getting cold here, so I can make like more cozy meals.
Yeah. I like that kind of stuff. It's makes you feel warm inside, and
oh yes,
it's very hearty.
Yeah, tomorrow for Thanksgiving we're doing barbecue. We're barbecuing ribs, chicken skewers, all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna make some like dairy-free mashed potatoes. We're gonna have stuffing. Tweak will be there. I'll give her some stuff.
Yeah, she deserves some. Yeah.
I'm sorry I show her so much, but she's so cute.
I love Tweak. You do not need to be sorry. You can show her anytime. She is welcome here. She's part of the show. I need to make her like a banner, I think.
She's like not a dog. She's like a Furby. How miserable she is. I'm doing this. I'm sorry, Tweak. But look how cute she is.
I think Tweak is adorable. My mom loves her Instagram.
Oh.
I want to get our mom, Troy and our mom, on the show at some point. She's never been on the show. I think that'd be fun.
She needs to be on the show.
She's a big horror fan too, so we could do talk about our favorite horror movies or something.
Bring your mom and Tweak.
Yes, I think that would be the guest co-host that night.
Oh, she's shaking right now. I don't know why. I'm not doing anything to her besides holding her and giving her treats, and she's just a nervous wreck all the time.
She's getting excited about the barbecue tomorrow.
Yes, I know it's bad, but like one of my favorite things to do, it's so bad. Don't judge me, everyone. I love to get Panda Express and then take the chow mein and feed it to Tweak. Like Lady in the Tramp.
Like a noodle at a time. Oh yeah, and so are you on the other end?
Yeah. It's so cute. I just take all the noodles, the fried chow mein, and I just feed it to her and she loves it. And I'm like, I don't know if this is good for her, but it makes her so happy.
Yeah, I always did that with my pets. I always fed them off my plate. My grandma was not happy about that because I have like all the cats on me and they'd be eating off my plate. But I had a little dog, Min Pin, and then I have cats all over me.
Oh, well, their lives are short, so it's like I want to make it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like make them live it up.
I agree 100%. You speak of Lady in the Tramp, when Michael St. Michael's of the Greasy Strangler, when we met him to get him to sign to do our movie, we went out for Asian food, and there was something weird on and I suggested that me and him eat it like Lady in the Tramp, and he got a big laugh out of it.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, which I still would like to do someday. I will eat like a burrito with Michael St. Michael's like Lady in the Tramp. So first up is Blood Rage from 1987.
Looks like you're going to get a chance to meet the rest of the family. My psychotic brother just escaped.
Just don't want to spoil things.
Anybody else need more turkey?
No, I'm pretty good, thanks.
I don't like to talk about my brother. He gives me nightmares.
This Thanksgiving.
You know, somebody ought to tell him to get inside. Nobody should be out with my brother around.
They looked exactly like Terry.
I need to see this. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Me neither.
Steel Bad Thanksgiving Splatter.
I'm watching that tomorrow.
Yes.
You're gonna hurt my kitty. You're a real sweetheart. Know that? A real sweetheart.
It's not cranberry sauce, Artie. It's not cranberry sauce.
With AI,
you can create.
All right. It's not cranberry sauce. I like that blood
any character
rage.
you want in seconds.
Trying to get
This used to require.
Okay, so tomorrow
I don't think I've ever seen Blood Rage.
Thanksgiving, Blood Rage, and what other Thanksgiving horror film should I watch?
This one's not really. I'm gonna skip over the ones that aren't really.
There will be leftovers.
This is Thanksgiving. This is Thanksgiving. Everyone's seen the Thanksgiving trailer, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's this next one? Blood Diner. Here's one. Blood
Ooh.
Diner. This is also from
Hello,
1987.
fellow food lovers.
Good
I'm
year.
Phil Mignon, world famous gourmet. In my
Yeah, I would have been
travels, I've sampled
11.
some of the most exquisite foods the world has to offer. That's why they've asked me to tell you all about a charming new eatery located right downtown.
I don't know if this really took place in Thanksgiving or if they just added it because it's about food. But it looks pretty
Of course,
badass.
the finest
I like
attribute
it.
of this quaint cafe is the marvelous cuisine. Right arm for that secret recipe. Yes, the chef puts a bit of himself into every
Yes.
succulent dish.
I want to see that guy get killed.
Oh, and he's always pleased to serve you to your friends. Shouldn't
I
that
feel
be
bad I've
serve
never
you
seen this
and
movie.
your friends?
Me too. It looks good.
No.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Your gracious hostess will direct you to your table, where you will dine as if there's no tomorrow. So, breeze on down and don't let anything stand in your way. So, this Epicurean haven is called Blood Diner.
You got that right, homo.
So, this is Phil Mignon.
The
Saying
insulting brain.
bon appetit.
I need to see Blood. Okay, Blood
A Blood
Diner and
Diner.
Blood Rage. I
Blood
think
Diner
that's
and Blood Rage.
Then they
yeah,
eat.
that's a good double feature.
No
I
one
think.
under 17
First they
of
greet you, then they eat you.
I
Oh, that's so fun.
love it.
I actually, some of my favorite horror films are holiday themed horror.
I agree. There's and then we got the upcoming Arbor Day, obviously, and then from there Columbus Day from all of us without your head.
Aww.
This one is When the Trash Man Knocks. Now, a member of our Facebook group, the Without Your Head Facebook group, actually made this movie and sent it to me.
Really?
Yes.
That's cool.
I still can't believe you've never heard about the Trash Man.
He claims that it's about Thanksgiving.
Some say that every Thanksgiving,
Did he just
Crispin
fool
comes
me
back
to
out,
get us to play it?
looking for more people to help him complete his family, a family that will stay forever and never leave him.
Looks cool.
So if you hear him knocking 3 times, don't open the door.
I mean, think of all the stuff you're missing out on just being in here. All you have to think about is making it to the end of your driveway.
I'm just so scared I won't even recognize it out there. Don't you think he might be out there waiting for you?
Oh yeah, this
Hear the news?
Thanksgiving.
They found her in a trash bag, Justin. That can't be a coincidence.
You have to remember, Mom, he disappeared.
It was the trash man. He's back.
Is that the reason that your mom does have to leave the house?
I'd finish that drink if I were you.
He's come back for you, Caroline.
When the Trash Man Knocks. All right.
Cool.
That's from 2023. Oh, so this next movie, Tara, Derelicts. I saw this at Buffalo Dreams Fantastic Film Festival, and I loved it. It's a Thanksgiving horror movie. I had the director, interviewed him at the show, and then I had the whole cast on. This is a really wild movie, Derelicts.
Cool.
It came out not that long ago. 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
You scared? It's just these people. They make me anxious. I get unnerved when I'm around them.
Everybody in this fucking family is just trying to kick my dick in.
I see them and they make me sick to my stomach.
Leslie, ship up, shape up. It's time to ship up or shape out. I got this, Frank.
Listen to me, old buddy. We are gonna be the ones that survive this fucking storm. That's a promise.
Cool.
That's a good shot there through the.
Oh!
Don't say beep.
You all are gonna do exactly what we say, or else we will stab you. We will shoot you. We will torture you. We will kill you.
Oh.
Fair deal? Let's settle the fuck in for dinner.
Derelict.
Yeah, it's great.
Good.
It's a really good movie. I don't know where it's streaming or anything, but seek it out. I'm a big fan. And the director is super nice guy.
So we're going to be having...
So yeah, Derelicts. I highly recommend it. It's a home invasion. It's good. This one is Pilgrim.
Some folks join us for Thanksgiving.
We're going to send somebody out here. They're going to teach us how they did things in the olden days.
What do you say we break the wishbone?
1, 2, 3. I can hardly wait. Me too.
How do you do?
You're having pilgrims here? That's a full reenactment of the first Thanksgiving. This doesn't feel right.
You have a wonderful family. We are here to show you what you had. Are you grateful?
I've never seen this. This looks really cool.
Families are still important in America.
Huh. I never saw that movie.
It's just
I think
Thanksgiving.
it's fairly recent too.
Evil Pilgrims.
Yeah. Who doesn't love Evil
It's been a
Pilgrims?
tough time for me and this family. But
This one is Grandma Werewolf.
All right.
I've never seen it.
I have to say something.
I like the sweater.
I'm a werewolf.
Oh, that's fun.
I want a Grandma Werewolf.
Me too.
Well,
I
have
want to
fun
be
with
grandma. I want to be a werewolf.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Well, that's odd. There's bite marks, but it's not eaten.
It must be killing for sport.
Werewolves don't exist, man.
Call me if you need anything.
We're gonna need a week to recoup from all the fun that we're gonna have.
Now what?
Now we load up the funmobile.
Where are we going?
Going to Grandma's.
That's like in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, here we go. She's turning
Well,
into a
where else
werewolf
would you rather
now.
be than in the middle of the woods with your family?
Oh.
Grandma Werewolf.
Literally anywhere else.
All right. I want to see Grandma Werewolf.
Yeah, that looks fun.
Blood Freak. I think we watched that trailer last week, Blood Freak, remember? It looked really wild. Remember we saw it last week?
Yes.
We'll go to the next one. This one's Home Sweet Home from 1981.
It's 7 a.m. in Los Angeles, and our top story continues to be the intensive police dragnet for an armed and dangerous escaped mental patient. 26-year-old Jay Jones escaped from the Hobart State Hospital.
You don't see escaped mental patient movies too much anymore.
Leaving a guard in critical condition. Jones was committed to Hobart 8 years ago after a lengthy and well-publicized trial following the bludgeoning death of both of his parents. We talked with a state police department spokesman shortly after Jones's escape last night.
He's extremely dangerous, probably armed. He could be on PCP. Jones is Caucasian, 6'3", 220 pounds with curly brown hair. If you see anyone answering this description, stay clear of him and notify your local.
Wow, it's pretty gory. Uh-oh, there goes Grandma Werewolf. He's running her over.
There goes Grandma Werewolf.
This looks like the steroid killer or something. He's going through roid rage.
6'3", 225 pounds.
He may be on PCP.
Curly brown hair. That's fun.
What's this? Is The Last Thanksgiving.
You can't seriously expect me to go to work on Thanksgiving.
No other paying customers come through the door, then you can all go after we tidy up.
Are you open? There are no Thanksgiving songs because no one wants to write one about an outdated, hypocritical appropriation fest.
Uh-oh. Oh, we get another killer pilgrim. It's almost like a wisp. The last thing, all right. That one looks good.
Cool.
Thanksgiving turkey. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful?
I hate to say it, but I think Thanksgiving took some stuff from this movie.
I feel like Thanksgiving horror films are actually and Christmas ones are some of my favorite now.
Yeah, I need to say, I love Christmas horror. I didn't realize there were so many Thanksgiving horror.
They're hilarious.
Yeah, all these look really fun. This one's Amityville Thanksgiving. Cult cinema.
That's fun.
SRS. I think we've had the guy who runs SRS on the show.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. It almost looks like AI log cabin.
Hi, my name is Frank. I'm a couples therapist. You know, I'm at my wit's end with this couple. I invited them here for Thanksgiving dinner, figuring this is going to be the last hurrah.
I don't know about this guy. I think he's a little crazy.
Why?
He's a little too obsessed with you.
She has some
Maybe
sweet
that's just
sunglasses.
process. You know, you're always jealous. I think you're crazy.
I want the type to go out there and work 9 to 5 and, sit at a desk all day long.
No one has seen them since they saw this man. For your own good, you need not to be here. Please.
Danny! Danny! Danny!
Oh, and don't mess with that Ouija board.
Uh-oh. What the hell? Splat. Amityville Thanksgiving. I don't know what it has to do with Amityville or Thanksgiving, but it looks cool.
That looks fun.
Old Navy presents Holiday
Well, we don't want these ads.
Dancing and Dazzling.
This is Thanksgiving 3.
Ooh.
I think there's one more after this.
Ooh.
This already looks pretty creepy. Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble.
Motherfucker.
Oh.
Thanksgiving 2 has been destroyed. Only one copy remains, and Turkey will stop at nothing to get it.
Oh.
We got more puppets.
What?
I need to see this.
Oh, that was funny. That was funny.
Great.
Whoa.
The first movie to skip its own sequel.
You shall not peck.
Raunchiest puppet movie ever made. Turkey is back.
Oh, boy.
Damn, I need to see that.
Thanksgiving, huh? All right.
Yeah, Thanksgiving 3.
Is it already out?
Yeah, I believe that's. I believe Thanksgiving came out a few years
Today
ago.
we attempt to turn a $1 steak into $100.
Oh, that was it. Now we're just someone's just showing us. That was just it just started playing some random video about making a steak.
So here's my puppet.
Hi, Tweak.
She doesn't even know, does she? Like, is this even a real
No,
dog?
she looks like she should. Is she at a Thanksgiving 3?
Yeah, she looks like she could be in Arbor Day. Oh,
yes. Hello, Tweak. This is Master Zog.
I love Master Zog's voice.
Thank you. I've been working on the Master Zog voice.
Oh, what a fun show. It makes me so excited for Thanksgiving tomorrow, honestly.
Yeah, Thanksgiving will be good. The only negative is I'm going to retire the hat till next year.
Oh, no, I love the turkey hat.
It is very nice, but
It's
coming up
hilarious.
soon, I've got a lot of I got a lot of Christmas hats. So each week I'll wear a different one.
I need to dress up like an elf.
I agree. This must happen.
With like the ears and the little hat. I'll do like a little red curly wig. Wouldn't that be funny?
I think it would be great. Yeah.
And a little like red nose.
Yeah,
Because it's cold.
I would think
The holidays.
Red Nose Tara had a very shiny nose.
And if you ever saw it, you can say it was a hoe. Oh, this was such a fun show, Neal.
Yeah, it was a great time. It's always good to see you, Tara.
It's good to see you too.
We had really fun guests tonight.
Yes.
Thomas was awesome. Zombie was awesome. Both of them will return.
Yes. Thank you so much, as always, for letting me be a part of it.
Thank you for being part of it. I honestly am thankful for you and AJ joining the show with me and Troy. It's been a great experience so far, and it's only been a few months, really. So, and we've got new ideas coming up.
Yes. Many new ideas. And thank you, everyone who follows and comments. Like, all of you are awesome. Thank you for allowing me to bring Tweak on the show.
Of course, we love Tweak.
Makes me feel like a little kid showing off my stuffed animal.
Show and tell segment of the show.
Yeah. And I hope you, Neal, and I hope everyone has a really good Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You as well. You and Larry have a great time, and Tweak.
Thank you.
Think of me with some barbecue. And we'll be back next week, maybe this weekend, maybe Saturday. I think there's a movie. I'll have to look into the details, but I think Saturday we're going to show a movie. I have to check that out. And but I don't know who. I don't know. Just check. Hit the like button, subscribe, and you'll find out who's coming up on the show. Until next time, this is Nasty Neal.
This is Tara Hutchison.
And this was Without
Your
Head. By the way, if any music people out there would like us to play a video of yours, hit me up at withoutyourhead@gmail.com. I'm going to start ending the show with a music video. And tonight is Demonologist. And so we're going to play us out with this the Demonologist. Thank you, guys. We'll be back next time.
It's